zur Lebzeit gut auf Erden, wird nach dem Tod ein Engel werden. Den Blick in den Himmel fragst du dann, warum man sie nicht sehen kann.
Can everyone still hear me? Yep. Okay, perfect.
Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein. Sie leben hinterm Sonnenschein, getrennt von uns unendlich weit. Sie müssen sich an Sterne krallen, ganz fest, damit sie nicht vom Himmel fallen. Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein. Wer zur Lebzeit gut auf Erden, wird nach dem Tod ein Engel werden. Den Blick in den Himmel fragst du dann, warum man sie nicht sehen kann. Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein. Sonnenschein, getrennt von uns unendlich weit. Sie müssen sich an Sterne krallen, ganz fest, damit sie...
VTubers in the sky, we can stream twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book. A streaming rainbow. We can stream anywhere. Do follow us, subscribe, no fuss. A streaming rainbow. We can stream anywhere. So let's read a book and get you hooked. A streaming rainbow. A streaming rainbow. Yo, Dio! What's up, puppers? And welcome to another episode of the Cringe. It's a doo-doo spaghetti, and today we have a special event. We have a special collab. My cheeks, you know what? My cheeks are hurting from the smiles. Guys. We're doing a collab with Christina and Arthas. We're going to do a table read of the movie The Alien. The Alien. What? Oh my goodness. I'm double checking all my technology and my multitaskings. I'm making sure that everything is all on the up and up. The hilarious thing is, guys, I don't know if the VTubular Studio got a recent update, but my model does it look really extra crispy? Like I'm looking, the colors seem more poppy, huh? There's always been a little bit of like not pixel, but kind of like a fadey, kind of like a sun fade. You know, like you know when you step out in the sun and your eyes, get accumulated to the brightness, and then all of a sudden when you step indoors, everything kind of has a hazy. Like my model, I always thought that was normal, but I guess the VTubular Studio updated and it's like looks really crispy, so I'm not used to that. It's kind of hilarious, to be honest. But anyways, guys, is it morning or afternoon? Good morning, everybody. Magandang umaga, puppers, Panoys, kababayans chat. I hope everybody is having a wonderful evening, guys. Thank you for keeping us company here in the Cringe. And, you know, I hope that you guys enjoy the stream. Don't forget your drinks and snacks. And as you guys can tell, we're in the Goober, and our Goober is taking us, not the gaming destination. We have the sound booth, which right now I'm currently calling it the dog booth. But if any puppers has any funny ideas, you know, what to call it, right? I was thinking something booth or something. I was thinking the dog house, but it doesn't, you know, give off the professional voice actor, the voice actory kind of vibe. But anyways, guys, I just want to say welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the show, and let's get into the dog booth, everybody. Let's get into the dog booth. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Christina. Good morning, Arthais. How are you guys doing?
Morning.
Dun, dun, dun. Over here, got this here.
Good morning.
Nice. I loved. Oh my goodness. Oh, I miss doing these. These are becoming fun, guys. You know. So today it's not the Beast Wars, but we're gonna try something different. We're trying a different sci-fi. The Alien, guys. Hold on, let me just make sure I have my cup of water ready, because I remember last time we did our dramaturgy, I lost my voice the next following days. So this is gonna be nice, guys, because there's not a lot of cast, right? I think there's only like 6-7 members or something in the show. And then what I really like when I'm glad that you guys decided for this pitch, because it's mostly vocal heavy, or what's the word I'm looking for? It has dialogue heavy, so it's going to be really nice, because now we could interact more, you know, with one another and stuff like that, which I'm really glad. All right, so morning, everybody, and then all right, guys, you guys ready? All right.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Sure.
Let me get this here. Okay, all right, everybody. Oh, wait a minute, how do I pin the message, Arthais, so I can let chat know that we're doing a reading? I just type in my chat and I just pin it, or
yeah, if you type in your chat,
okay, we
write out the message you want.
We are doing a table read drama collab of the movie Alien, and then I put it in chat. You heard that bell ring? So we are doing a table read drama collab of the movie. And then how do I pin that?
So I can pin it for you, but I'm gonna show you how to do it yourself here quick. If you hover over your message I think it has trouble in OBS.
Okay, so I hover over it.
If you have it open in your web browser, there should be a few options that appear. One of them should just say pin, and it'll have like a push pin icon.
All right, so push pin icon.
Yeah.
If I'm hovering over the message, like as if I was going to reply to it, right? There it is. Reply to message, and then I pin it.
Yep.
Okay, so reply to message, and then there's a pin.
Yeah.
Where's the pin option?
You press the pin.
Wait, I don't see a pin.
Oh, I do have, I think, better Twitch. That might.
We are doing a table read drama.
Okay, you know what? Here, I'll just pin it.
Whoa! Whoa, that looks so professional. Whoa! Thank you, Arthais. Just to let you know, Christina, Arthais is the mod father.
Oh yeah, I know.
He's the channel's mod father. Okay. All right, let me make sure I have my drinks. Okay, so guys, because there's no it's not like a cartoon style. It's like technically it is a movie. So let me know if you guys need to do pee breaks by just blurting out commercial break. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. All right, everybody, sit back, relax, and enjoy in the cozy comfort of your home the wonderful dramaturgical collab of me, Christina, and Arthais presenting the movie Alien. All right, here we go. A dutastic production. All right. A little alien on a planet with 8 moons wakes up and scratches his 3 eyes. He trundles down the cavern-like stairs to a little triangular device. In it, he's holding a dusty video, and on it is a scratched out letters of the word alien. It is a VHS, and he grabs a little device, a square device, and scans the VHS. The energies envelop it and connect to his 2 interlacing nodules on his forehead, and then everything fades to black. Space. The vastness of space. Dun 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 dun. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Bum 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 bum. Bing bum bing bum bing bum bing bum. Da-na, da-na-na-na. Wah 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 na nee na. Letters start forming. It spells out the name Alien. 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 We fade in. Sometime in the future. Interior. Engine room. Empty. Cavernous. We cut to interior. Engine cubicle. It's circular. Jammed with instruments. All of them idle. The console chairs are for 2. Empty. We cut to interior. Oily corridor. Sea level. It is long and dark. Empty. Turbos throbbing. No other movement. Interior corridor. A level. It too is long and empty. We cut to interior infirmary. A level. Distressed ivory walls. All instrumentation at rest. Interior corridor to the bridge. A level. It is black and empty. Sorry guys, my throat. Yeah, I forgot to add this sound here, guys. Alright. Interior bridge. It is vacant. There are 2 space helmets resting on chairs. There's an electrical hum. Lights on the helmets begin to signal one another. Moments of silence. A yellow light goes on. Data mine bank in background. The electronic hum. A green light goes on in front of one of the helmets. Electronic pulsing sounds. A red light goes on in front of the other helmet. An electronic conversation ensues. It reaches a crescendo, then silence. The lights go off, save the yellow blinking light. We cut to interior corridor to the hypersleep vault. The lights come on. 7 gowns hang from the curved wall. The vault door opens. Interior hypersleep vault. Explosion of escaping gas. The lid on a freezer pops open. Slowly, groggily, Kane sits up. Pale, Kane rubs the sleep from his eyes. He stands, looks around, and stretches. Looks at the other freezer compartments, scratches, then moves off. We cut to interior galley. Kane plugs in a Silex, lights a cigarette, coughs, grinds some coffee beans, runs some hot water through. Kane. Rise and shine, Lambert. Interior hypersleep vault. Another lid pops open. A young woman sits up.
What time is it?
What do you care? Interior galley. The pot now is half full. Kane watches it drip. Inhales the fragrance. Kane. Now Dallas and Ash. Good morning, Captain.
Where's the coffee?
Brewing. Lambert walks into the kitchen, pours herself a cup. Interior hypersleep vault. 2 more lids pop open. A pair of men sit up, look at each other. We cut to interior galley. Kane enjoys a freshly brewed cup. Kane. Ripley? The sound of another lid opening. Kane. Parker? Another moment, and then the sound of another lid opening. Kane. And if we have Parker and Brett be far behind. Lid opening. Kane. Right. Interior hypersleep vault. Dallas looks at his groggy circus.
One of you jokers get the cat.
Ripley picks a limp cat out of one of the compartments. Interior mess hall. The crew of the United States commercial starship Nostromo seated around a table. Dallas, the captain. Kane, the executive officer. Ripley, the warrant officer. Ash, the science officer. Lambert, the navigator. Parker, the engineer. Brett, engineering technician. And Jones, the cat. 5 men and 2 women. Lambert and Ripley.
Jesus, am I cold?
Still with us, Brett. Yo!
Lucky us.
They yawn, stretch, and shiver. Dallas looks over at a flashing yellow light. Kane. I feel dead. Kane is not yet fully awake and yawns. Parker. You look dead.
Ash. Nice to be back.
So, before we dock, maybe we'd better get over the bonus situation. Yeah. Brett and I think we deserve full share.
You two will get what you contracted for, just like everyone else.
Everybody else gets more than us.
Everybody else deserves more than you two. Mother wants to talk to you. I saw it. Yellow light for my eyes only. Now, everyone hit their stations.
Interior computer room annex. Floor-to-ceiling databanks. Another flashing yellow light. Dallas enters. Runs through access procedure. The inner door opens. Dallas moves to the console chair and sits. Dallas punches the keyboard. The legend on the screen. Alert over monitoring function for matrix display and inquiry. Mother prints out. Over monitor address matrix. Columns of categories beneath. Dallas picks one and types out. Command priority alert. Mother replies. Over monitor function ready for inquiry. Dallas types in. What's the story, Mother? We cut to interior bridge. Above eye level, the room is rigged by view screens, all of them blank. Kane, Ripley, Lambert, and Ash enter. Dallas's seat remains empty, all of them now dressed. They find their way to individual consoles. Ripley puts down the cat, straps herself into the high-back chair. Kane. Plug us in. All 3 crew members begin throwing switches. The control room starts to come to life. Colored lights flicker, chase each other across glowing screens. Kane. Give us something to look at. Lambert presses a bank of switches. View screens glimmer into life.
Take a look at this.
On each screen, blackness speckled with stars.
Where's Earth?
You're the navigator.
That's not our system.
Scan. Lambert hits several toggles. On the screens, the images begin to drift. We angle on one of the screens. A moving image of a starfield. Exterior shot. The Nostromo. The factory starship lumbering within the depths of interstellar space. Its function? Petroleum tanker and refinery. Capacity? 200 million bajillion tons. Length? 1.5 kilometers. Battered exterior encrusted with dark sludge. Interior bridge. Lambert pores over charts. Consults her console. Puzzled. Kane. Contact traffic control. Ripley switches on her transmission unit.
This is commercial vessel Nostromo out of Houston. Registration number 180246. Calling Antarctica Traffic Control. Do you read me? Over.
Nothing but the hiss of static.
Nothing.
Keep trying. Turns to Lambert. Ripley attempting transmission in the background. Kane. You got the reading yet?
We're way out in the boondocks here.
Keep trying.
Working on it.
Eureka.
Found it. Just short of Zeta 2 Reticuli. We haven't even reached the outer rim yet.
That's hard to believe.
What the hell are we doing out here?
What are you talking about?
It's not our system.
Interior engine room. Giant reactor system purring smoothly. Interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett in a glass cubicle, each having a beer. Huge power plants stretching before them. All units on automatic hyperdrive. Parker hits a switch above his desk. A green light goes on. Parker. That was your light. Green. Yeah, mine too. They both take a swig. Suddenly, the beeper signal begins. Christ! What is it now? They're right.
Report to the mess.
Interior, oily corridor, sea level. Parker. I want to know why they never come down here. This is where the work is. There's some reason we have half a share to their one. One time is their time. That's the way they see it. Well, I'll tell you something. It stinks. They move towards the companionway leading up to B level. Interior mess hall. The entire crew present.
Some of you may have figured out that we're not home. We're only halfway back to Earth.
What? What the hell?
Mother's interrupted the course of the voyage.
Why?
She's programmed to do that if certain conditions arise. They have.
There's a pause.
Seems Mother intercepted a transmission of unknown origin. She got us up to check it out.
Transmission out here? What kind of transmission?
An acoustic beacon. It repeats at intervals of 12 seconds.
Is it an SOS?
Unknown.
Human.
Unknown.
So what? We're obligated under Section B2. Christ, I hate to say this, but we're a commercial ship, not a rescue team. This kind of duty's not in our contract. But if it's for some money... That's you, Artex. My cheeks hurt. I haven't stopped smiling.
I think I might have lost where we were.
Oh, I think it's page,
Oh, here it is, Ash, yeah. I was looking for Dallas. You better read your contract. Any systematized transmission indicating possible intelligent origin must be investigated, at penalty of total forfeiture.
Dallas gives Parker and Brett a look.
We're going in. That's it.
Brett knows when to ease up. Right, we're going in, sir. Oh, Dallas turns to Ash.
Oh no. He just got vaporized.
Oh, I see it now.
Can we land on it?
Oh yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Oh wait a minute, Commanderin. Hi, thank you for popping in. Commanderin says, Daredevil's voice modulated. Wait, I don't hear any like echoing or modulation. Christina, we do a voice check.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything from.
Yeah, I don't hear any echoing or distortion or anything. All right.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
All right, let's continue. Wait, let me go back to that's. I finally understood the joke because you got bait. I'm like, huh? Dallas turns to ash. Get it, guys? Get it?
Okay, where was it? Ash. Somebody did. That's what I mean.
Interior bridge. Dallas, Kane, Ripley, and Ash stand around the illuminated map table. Lambert sits at the radio directional console.
Okay, let's all hear it.
Nods at Lambert. She switches on the audio system. Hissing. Static. Then, an ungodly sound. 8 seconds worth. Kane. Good God! Static. Lambert switches off the loudspeakers.
What the hell is it? It doesn't sound like any radio signal I've ever heard. Maybe it's a voice.
Disturbing moment. It's your dice? Uh-oh. Did we lose voice?
Hello?
Oh yeah, it's you, our dice.
And I was checking. Yeah, we have like a modulated effect on your stream.
Wait, is it? Like
Yeah.
designer? I wonder. Is it bad?
I think. Are you picking up our mic twice
No,
for both of us? Like
not at all.
Discord and
not at all.
some other source.
None. It sounds clear on my end. I wonder if it's when it's transmitting out or. Let me see.
Yeah, I can still hear it on the stream for sure.
Ooh, I wonder. What would cause that? Right, time out, guys. We're doing this. Remember, this is this is gonna be very cringy. Wait, how does? Wait, I'm checking my Discord now. I don't see.
Like in your streaming software, are you capturing Discord twice or our audio twice?
No, it's nothing has changed since the last time. And
That's so weird.
and everything is. Hold on, let me. Twice. All right, hold on. Let me do this. Okay, wait. You guys want to do a sound check?
Okay,
And then Arthai.
there I am.
And then Arthai, you too. Can you hear if it's
Hello?
if it's removed from the stream?
I have to wait for stream delay.
Okay. I mean, there's only one thing I have here, and I turned it off. Like, I'm capturing the sound source of the computer, but I also have something called a game audio, but all the game audio goes to the computer anyway, so I just shut it off and just see if that maybe helps.
Okay, I think it might be fixed.
Because
Okay, that's good.
all right,
Okay, let's just say a few words and then we'll wait for the stream delay.
okay.
I'll
And
refresh to make sure it's minimized.
then after this, you guys want to do a commercial break? You guys
That seems fine.
Okay, so I gotta. Right, so but let's just make sure. Commanderin, can you guys hear the voices on stream? Is everything okay, guys? Bum 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 bum. And welcome in, Commanderin. I miss our Minecraft adventures.
So hopefully that was fixed and everything's okay.
There you go.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay, good.
That's weird, because I've had the second all game audio open, before, and it would never really capture or double up an echo. But you know what? This is good. This is good. Good going. All right, guys. So I'm going to BRB. You guys grab some drinks and stuff, and tea break too. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for keeping us company here in the Cringe. I hope you guys are enjoying the dramaturgy, guys. It is going to be cringy because, you know, there's going to be a lot of fun, you know, like interrupting moments, interspersed moments and stuff like that, like this. But thank you guys for keeping out for us and stuff like that. One day we're going to be, you know, professional. But you know what? I kind of like the mom and pop kind of feel and stuff like that. So guys, once again, thank you for keeping us company. We're gonna BRB, gotta go pee-pees, and I gotta feel, you know, I gotta get I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I want to grab some ibuprofen, just a little bit. Okay, guys? All right, gonna BRB.
Right, later.
All right, guys, I am back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Guys, we're gonna hang out here and see. Hopefully everyone is, you know, catching some snacks and stuff. Don't forget your snacks, everybody. Oh, and once again, thank you, Commanderant, for giving us that heads up for that technological issues and stuff. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. To me, it feels, I keep thinking it's like late afternoon. I don't know why, but it's still early morning for you guys. But hopefully you guys will have wonderful things to do, you know, reading your comic books, painting your Warhammer 40k miniatures, catching up on your graphic novels, watching your anime, you know what I mean? But what do you guys think of the background so far? Isn't this cool, the sound studio? You know how hard it is to find like the perfect like sound studio recording booth kind of thing? I was looking for over two days and nothing really had a cool stylized like angular look that I wanted to get, and then lo and behold we found this, and it has lighting in it, you know, and then I added these other assets like the microphone and the boom mic, which makes it even more hilarious because it looks hyper real versus our cartoon images here in the background.
I think it's a lot of fun. Hey, do we have Arthice back yet?
Yep.
All right, guys. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Well,
so we ended with the disturbing moment.
Okay, the disturbing moment. I'm scrolling back. Disturbing moment. There it is. There. Okay, I got it. Okay. So here we go. Disturbing moment.
We'll know soon. Looks at Lambert. Have you honed in on it yet?
I found the quadrant. We're close. It's coming from ascension 6 minutes 20 seconds, declination minus 39 degrees 2 seconds.
Show me that on a screen.
Lambert punches buttons. One of the view screens flickers, and a small dot of light appears.
Can you get a little closer?
No, you have to look at it from this distance. That's what I'm going to do.
The screen zooms to a small planetoid.
Smartass.
That's it. Planetoid, diameter 1,200 kilometers.
Tiny.
Any rotation?
Yeah, about 2 hours.
Gravity?
0.86.
You can walk on it.
Exterior Nostromo. Model. Moving within range of the planet.
Approaching orbital apogee. Mark 20 seconds. 19. 18.
Continues to count down. Kane. Roll 92 degrees, starboard, yaw. High above the planet, the factory ship rotates. Engines fire briefly. Interior bridge.
Equatorial orbit nailed.
Exterior Nostromo, now within the planet's orbit. The planet rolling by underneath. Interior bridge.
Give me an EC pressure reading. 8.45. I'm not sure what that is. N/cm squared. 5 psia. Shout if it changes. You worried about redundancy management disabling CMGS control?
Remember, guys, the science. What are they? In Star Trek, the actors like to say they have all this science jargon. So it's actually to finally experience it is kind of interesting.
Just say it with confidence.
Yeah. CMG control is inhibited via DAS-DCS. Will augment with tax and monitor through ATMDC and computer interface. Feel better? A lot. Prepare to disengage from platform.
Interior, engine room cubicle. Parker. Alignment on port and starboard is green. Green on spinal umbilical severance. Interior bridge.
Crossing the Terminator, entering night side.
Exterior Nostromo. Below, night's curtain rolls across the sphere's surface. Interior bridge.
It's coming up. It's coming up. Stand by. Stand by. 15 seconds. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lock.
Disengage.
Exterior Nostromo. The tug disengages from the platform. Interior bridge. Dallas watches the refinery moving away on a view screen.
Umbilicus clear.
Procession corrected.
Okay. The money's safe. Let's take it down.
Exterior Nostromo. The tug begins its arc toward the dark surface. Interior bridge.
Dropping. 50,000 meters. Down. Down. 49,000 meters. Entering atmosphere.
Jones sits on window platform and watches clouds approaching. Exterior Nostromo. The ship drops into the thick cloud layer. Interior bridge.
Turbulence.
Navigation lights on.
Exterior Nostromo. Tug module hydroplaning downward. A set of brilliant lights switch on. It cuts through the thick atmosphere. Interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett, strapped in their seats, begin rocking from the sudden extreme turbulence. Parker. What is that? Brett. Pressure drop in intake 3. Must have lost the shield. Punches buttons, checks his gauges. Yep, 3's gone! Dust pouring in the intake! Shut it down! Shut it down! What do you think I'm doing? We've got an engine full of dust! I'll bypass it and vent this stuff back out! What the hell are we going through? If we don't crash dollars to your aunt's cherry, we get an electrical fire! Interior bridge. The turbulence continues unabated. Oh, wait a minute. I see. Okay, we'll just yell out commercial. Yell out commercial.
Okay.
The turbulence continues unabated. Lambert's eyes follow cross-plot gauges.
Approaching point of origin, closing at 20 kilometers. 15 and slowing. 10. 5. We're directly above the source of the transmission.
What's the terrain?
Something coming up. Looks good. There. Flat. It'll do. Mark.
Let's go with it. Take her down.
Drop begins now. 15 kilometers and dropping. 12. 10. 8 and slowing. 5. 3. 2. 1 kilometer and slowing.
Activate lifter quads.
A throb of jets. Kane. Quads on!
Kill drive engines.
The main engines fall silent.
900 meters and dropping. 800. 700.
Exterior, the planet, night. Storm blowing across the night-shrouded surface. The Nostromo hovers on glowing beams of light. Landing struts unfold like insect legs. The ship slams down, rocks heavily on massive shock absorbers. Interior bridge, night.
We're down.
An enormous vibration. The panels in the room flash simultaneously. Lights go out. Kane. Lost it! Lost it! Interior engine room. Another huge vibration. An electrical fire breaks out all along 3 control panels. Interior engine room. Cubicle. Parker and Brett see the pandemonium below. Brett hits the secondary generator switch. A pressure valve blows. Another conduit breaks loose. All lights go out. They grab handlights from the wall. Interior bridge. Still in darkness.
Secondary generator should kick over.
Where is it? Moments. Nothing. Kane grabs emergency headlamp from Fascia, followed by Dallas and Lambert.
What happened?
Ripley hits the voice amp.
Engine room, what happened?
Goddamn dust in the engines! That's what happened! Electrical fire! It's big! Interior engine room cubicle. Parker fighting an electrical fire on one of his panels. Brett shouting into his voice amp. The intakes are clogged! We overheated and burned out a whole cell! Christ, it's really breaking loose down here! Interior bridge.
Somebody give me a simple answer. Has the hull been breached?
Ripley scans her gauges.
I don't see anything. We've still got pressure.
A beep from the communicator.
Hit the screen.
Kane snaps 3 toggles. The screen flickers, but remained black. Kane. Nothing. Exterior ship, night. The wind sounds. Storm continues to blow around the craft. A few glittering lights distinguish the Nostromo from absolute darkness. Interior engine room cubicle. Parker on the communicator to the bridge. Parker. 4 panels is totally shot. The secondary load sharing unit is out. At least 3 cells on 12 module are gone. Interior bridge. Ripley listening to Parker. Dallas standing over her. No images on any screen.
Is that it?
Parker. Couldn't fix it out here anyway, and we need to reroute a couple of these ducts. Can't really fix them without a whole dry dock.
What else?
We lost the cell. Some fragments caked up and blew the whole system. We've got to clean it all out and repressurize. Right.
Get started on 4-panel. I'll be down in 5 minutes.
She shuts off voice communicator.
How long before we're functional?
15 to 20 hours.
Stay on it. What about the auxiliaries?
Working on it.
Exterior ship, night. The bridge lights come to life. Illuminate nothing but a patch of featureless ground, the wind and storm now at a higher pitch. Interior bridge. Dallas, Kane, Lambert, and Ash slouched around the bridge, drinking coffee, occasionally staring at the opaque screens.
Any response yet? Nothing but the same transmission over 32 seconds. All the other channels are dead.
There's a pause.
Kick on the floods.
We cut to exterior ship. A ring of floodlights comes to life, dimly illuminating the rocky landscape. The wind and dust now at a higher pitch. We cut to interior bridge, night. Dallas stares out the windows at the swirling storm, illuminated by the external floodlights. Kane. We can't go anywhere in this.
Commercial break.
Commercial break! Dun, dun, dun. We have a commercial. Are you feeling that tummy trouble, everybody? Does the diarrhea, hurt you? Well, why not try Metamucil? Metamucil helps get the brown out. Remember, folks, try Metamucil. It turns that brown upside down.
Metamucil does the stark opposite of what you want to do if you have diarrhea.
That's the joke. That's the joke. Dang it! I had a list of commercials. I was ready
so
to.
Gross.
Do you have a commercial you want that you remember that was fun to do, or fun to remember? I'm trying to think of some fun commercials that, that were funny. I remember, wasn't there the milk? Oh no, the bunch of kids playing games. They run into the house and they grab the juice. I want the milk. I want the apple juice. I want the let me get some the chicken kebab. And then the last kid, I want that grape drink. I want that grape drink. That's right, folks. If you're thirsty after playing games, don't forget to get your grape drink at your local markets. Dang it, I wanted to say something funny drinking grape drink has the side effects of diarrhea, coughing, whatnot, like that. Dang it, you know what? Note to self. For next time when we have commercial break, I'll have a list of funny, gross commercials that we could blurt out. Well, Artes is getting his what do you guys call it when you get your food delivered? The Goober Eats. But anyways, how's the reading going so far? Having fun, Christina? Having fun?
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
I'm glad. My cheeks, I don't know why I could never. I don't think it's ever gonna get old whenever it's a reading kind of thing, because I love I'm a big fan of the reading rainbows, guys. I love the reads and things like that. But this is actually the first time trying out this idea, guys. So I have this idea where I wanted to have a segment of stream where I could just invite friends, and we could just do poetry readings, script readings. We could voice act stuff, things like that. So your writing projects, reading projects kind of dream concept. So I was watching, to be honest, there's not a lot of this type of content out, and I thought, hey, it would be nice to, we could create a new meta. we could create the new meta. And plus, I get a chance to hang out here in the sound booth. Oh, do you have any ideas of how I could pupperfy this idea? I was thinking the dog booth, maybe, or if you have any ideas, Christina,
I feel like that's got to come 100% from you. You got to figure that out and make it your own.
Okay. And I love the new React. It looks awesome. I love this, Christina.
Cool. I'm glad it's working.
Nice.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hooray!
All right, Captain.
Wait. Let's start. We'll start to. I'll start off at the exterior of the ship. All right, ready, Artes? I mean, Captain Dallas. All right, here we go. I'll start it.
Okay.
We cut to exterior ship. A ring of floodlights comes to life, dimly illuminating the rocky landscape. The wind and dust now at a higher pitch. We cut to interior bridge night. Dallas stares out the windows at the swirling storm, illuminated by the external floodlights. Kane. We can't go anywhere in this.
Mother says the sun's coming up in about 20 minutes. How far from the source of the transmission? Northeast, about 3,000 meters.
Close enough to walk to.
Can you run an atmospheric?
Ash punches buttons, starts to consult his panel.
Almost primordial. Inert nitrogen, a high concentration of carbon dioxide crystals, methane, and ammonia. Also frozen. I'm working on the trace elements. Pressure, 10 to the 4th dynes per square centimeter.
Oh, oops. Kane. Moisture content.
98 pp. It's wet with high vapor content. Anything else? Rock, lava base, deep cold, well below the line.
I volunteer for the first group going out.
I hear you. Lambert, you too.
There's a pause.
Swell.
One more thing. Let's get out some weapons.
We cut to interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett laser welding one of the ducts. Shirts off, sweat steaming. Ripley rewiring one of the panels. Parker shuts down the laser, inspects the fusion. Parker. Hey Ripley, I got a question.
Yeah.
Do we get to go out on the expedition, or are we stuck here until everything's fixed?
You know the answer to that.
But what about the shares in case they find anything?
Don't worry, you'll both get what's coming to you.
I'm not doing any more work unless we get full shares.
You're guaranteed by law that you'll get a share. Now both of you knock it off and get back to work.
Parker looks at her, snaps on the laser weld, starts to join another section of the duct. Brett. Right! Interior main airlock, dawn. Dallas, Kane, and Lambert enter the lock. All wear gloves, boots, jackets. They carry laser pistols. Kane touches a button, servo whine. Then the inner door slides quietly shut. The trio pull on their helmets.
I'm sending. Do you hear me?
Receiving.
Receiving.
Lambert isn't happy.
All right. Keep away from the weapons unless I say otherwise.
Interior, Ash's blister, dawn. Ash descends companionway to the blister. Punches up screens and instrumentation. The interior, main airlock, dawn.
Open out our hatch.
Another servo whine. Ponderously, the outer lock hatch slides open. Clouds of dust and steam swirl before the 3 crew members. A mobile gangway slides out the open hatch. Burnt orange sunlight beyond. Exterior planet, dawn. The trio walk down the gangplank, arrive at surface level, their feet striking onto a thick layer of lava rock. The wind at gale force.
Which way?
Over here.
You lead.
Lambert walks into the storm, followed closely by the others.
Now I can't see a goddamn thing.
Turn on the finder. It's tuned to the transmission. Let it lead you. It's on. Ash, are you receiving?
Interior, Ash's blister, dawn. Ash, leaning over his console, watches them beneath him. Corresponding images on the screen in front of him.
See you, read you, good contact on my board. Getting you clear and free. Let's keep the line open.
Exterior planet Dawn. The 3 crew members push their way along like divers at the bottom of a dark sea. The wind and dust continues driving down in dark sheets. Lambert repeats.
Let's see more than 3 meters in any direction.
Quit griping!
I like griping.
Come on.
What a wonderful little place, totally unspoiled.
They wade on, following Lambert. She abruptly halts, confused. Interior blister Dawn. Ash watches his view screens intently.
I've got it again.
Any problems? Yeah, a lot of dust and wind. Starting to get some fade on the beam.
Exterior planet Dawn. The trio moves through a dark limo.
This way.
Lambert indicates left, moves in that direction. The others follow, the storm growing. Kane.
I'm losing it!
They approach a towering rock formation. The transmission dies out.
It's gone again.
They shelter under a grotesque rock. Storm shrieks round them. Kane.
Now we're really blind.
Should be dawn soon.
Dallas adjusts headset.
Ash, if you hear me, how long until daylight?
Some static.
Sun's coming up in about 10 minutes.
We should be able to see something then.
Or the other way around.
Something to think about while waiting. Interior blister Dawn. Ash is checking instruments. Exterior, the Nostromo, sunrise. Atmosphere turning the color of blood. Then the sun is up. Interior engine, cubicle. Brett and Parker still at work. Ripley moves away from her panel in triumph.
You ought to be able to handle the rest.
Don't worry.
If you run into trouble, I'll be on the bridge.
Right. He leaves. Bitch. Exterior planet, day. The 3 figures stand and move away from the rock formation. There is enough daylight to see where they are walking. The signal begins to fade again. Interior blister, day. Ash watches video images of the 3, now moving again. Ripley's voice comes over.
How's it going?
Interior bridge, Ripley at her console.
All right.
Have you tried putting the transmission through ECIU?
Mother hasn't identified it as yet.
I'll give it a shot.
Be my guest.
She punches some buttons. The noise is now heard on her speaker. Exterior planet, day. Dust clearing. 3 tiny figures against the landscape. Exterior planet, day. Empty landscape. Then Kane comes up over a rise, startled by what he sees. Suddenly, the transmission is deafening. Kane.
Jesus Christ!
Dallas and Lambert join him, equally startled. Their point of view, day. A gargantuan spaceship rising from the rock, clearly of non-human manufacture. Exterior planet, day. Noise still at shrill pitch. All members of the party shouting into their voice amps.
Some kind of spaceship!
Are you sure? It's weird.
Ash, can you see this?
Interior Ash's blister, day. Ash looking at the craft on a screen.
Yeah, never seen anyone like it. Neither has Mother. Did you want me to try and do the thing you're doing where I speak through my hands to...
Yeah, so it sounds like that's...
yeah. Keep looking for enhancements. Whatever the transmission is, it's inside that.
I'll go in and have a look.
Hold on, Ash. I don't see any lights or movements, do you? I can't get any reading.
Exterior planet, day.
It's putting out so much power, I just can't get any reading.
Dallas shuts off his receiver. Sudden, quiet. A long moment.
Looks pretty dead from here. We'll approach the base.
They move toward the ship. Interior blister, day. Ash readjusts his instrumentation.
There's only one thing I can...
Dallas's voice fades in and out, as do their images on the screens.
Dallas. Frantically punches buttons on the console. Dallas, do you read me?
No reply. Interior bridge, day. Ripley is running the transmission through ECIU over the speakers. Dallas's voice fades in.
No sign of life. No lights. No movement.
She studies a long series of binary programs.
We're beneath the base.
His voice fades into static. Disappears. We cut to exterior, derelict, day. The lower part of the entrance filled with dust and pumice. Kane.
Looks like an entrance.
Yeah, let's move inside.
They climb up to one of the apertures and enter. Interior chamber, day. They move into a high-ceiling chamber. Ghostly light filters dust-filled air. A few meters in, an opening appears. Dallas leans over and looks into the hole. That's what she said. Only blackness. He unclips the light from his belt, shines it down into the hole.
It just goes down. Smooth walls. Can't see the bottom. Light won't reach.
Kane and Lambert come over. Dallas begins unclipping gear from his belt.
Let's take a look around here first.
Kane and Lambert exchange a glance. Dallas shines his light about. Sees a large glossy urn. Tan coloration. Round opening at the top. Empty within. Then Dallas shines his light on nearby wall and moves closer.
Over here.
They approach, train their lights along the floor. A machine on the mechanism, a small bar moves steadily back and forth, sliding noiselessly in the grooves. Kane.
Still functioning.
Lambert looks down at her direction finder.
Automatic recording.
Dallas snaps it off.
Now, for a look down below. Looks at Kane. This is your big chance.
Okay.
Don't unhook yourself from the cable. Be out in less than 10 minutes. Read me?
Aye aye.
Dallas rigs a tripod across the opening in the floor, unspools a couple feet of wire. Kane attaches the end of it to his chest unit. Climbs over the lip and drops into the hole, now hanging by the wire. Head and shoulders out of the opening. Kane activates the climbing unit and lowers himself into the fissure. Interior shaft opening. Kane braces his feet against the wall of the vertical shaft, switches on his light, points it into the depth. The beam penetrates only 30 feet or so, then is lost in darkness. Kane.
Hotter in here. Warm air rising from below.
He starts down, playing out the line, descending in short leaps. Stops to catch his breath. Breathing, rasping loudly in his helmet. A little light filters from above. Looking up, Kane can see the mouth of the hole, a glowing spot.
You okay in there?
Haven't hit bottom yet. This is work. Can't talk now.
He kicks off and continues down, taking longer and longer hops as he gains confidence. Pausing for a moment to regain his breath, he shines the light on his instruments.
I'm below ground level.
Interior bridge day. Ripley at her console, still working on transmission, gets a readout. Looks worried. Speaks into communicator.
Gosh, urgent. Mother has deciphered part of the transmission. I'm afraid it may not be an SOS.
Then what is it?
She thinks it may be a warning.
A beat. Continuing static.
We've got to get through to them right away.
It's no use. Once they went inside, we lost them completely.
A pause.
I'm going out after them. I'm going out after them.
I don't think so. We can't spare the personnel. We've got minimum takeoff capability right now. That's why Dallas left us on board.
I still think we should go out after them.
What's the point? The time it takes to get there, they'll know if it's a warning.
Ripley looks steadily at Ash on her monitor. His screen, not visible to her, shows blow-up of helmeted skeletal head. Not human. Interior derelict cargo hold. Kane resumes his downward climb. Suddenly, his feet lose their purchase as the walls of the shaft disappear. The tunnel has reached its end. Below him is dark, cavernous space. Deep breaths due to his violent exertion.
See anything?
No. Cave or something below me. Feels like goddamn tropics in here.
He consults his instruments, helmet instrumentation strobing softly in the darkness.
High nitrogen content. No oxygen.
Still puffing, he releases his purchase on the stone walls, begins to lower himself on power. Now, Kane is dangling free in darkness, spinning slowly on the wire as the chest unit unwinds. Then his feet hit bottom. Kane grunts in surprise, almost loses his balance. He flashes his suit lights. The beams reveal that he is in a large hold. Row after row of extrusions stretch from floor to ceiling.
This is weird.
What do you mean?
There's something all over the walls.
Kane walks across the chamber, examines the organic protrusions. Interior chamber above. Dallas and Lambert.
How long till sunset?
20 minutes.
A look from Lambert. Interior hold. Kane approaches the center of the room. On the floor are rows of leathery ovoid shapes. He walks around them, shines his light on one. Commercial break! Commercial break! It's the gamer sub, so I'm trying to hold it, but I know this. Wait, I gotta go.
Stop drinking.
I can't help it. My throat's drying. Oh, what the heck? Okay.
It's saying ads start in like 2 minutes 30 seconds. Did you want to?
I could
Do you
just
have to go right now, or
I gotta go.
2 more minutes.
I gotta go now. Do you guys want to like?
Okay.
Should I do BRB, or do you guys want to like make fun, like do like commercials and stuff?
We'll do whatever you want us to do.
All right, you guys could talk and like make fun of commercials. Okay, I'll just, you know what, for I'll let you guys entertain chat. Hey guys, I'll BRB.
All right.
Okay.
So I think for Christmas, I'm going to get him a big bag of cough drops so that he can just do that instead of like sucking down like the Mississippi River and then having to do a commercial break every 5 seconds.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. I think he likes his gamer subs though.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's part of his personality at this point.
Well, both him and someone else got me into it too, so now I'm drinking them as well.
There you go. Oh my gosh, it's just a couple of weeks until San Diego Comic-Con. I'm so psyched.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, my city's well, we don't have Comic-Con right now, but we have our like anime convention next weekend.
Oh, sweet. Are you going?
I'm thinking about it. I'm 50-50 on it.
All right.
I feel like I've been too irresponsible with my money lately, so I'm like, if I go, I'm probably gonna spend like a few hundred on random stuff.
I am back.
I totally hear you. Hey, that was fast. All right.
All right,
so
here we go. Here we go. All right. I'll start from interior chamber above.
Okay.
All right, guys. Okay, here we go. Interior chamber above. Dallas and Lambert.
How long till sunset?
20 minutes.
A look from Lambert. Interior hold. Kane approaches the center of the room. On the floor are rows of leathery ovoid shapes. He walks around them, shines his light on one.
It's like some kind of storage area. Is anybody there? Do you read me?
Loud and clear.
This place is full of leathery things, like the one above. They seem to be sealed.
Can you see what's in them?
I'll give it a look.
He tries to open one of them. It won't open.
Strange feeling to it.
Don't open it. Don't know what's in it.
Kane peers closely at the leathery ovoids, turns away. Raised areas begin to appear where he touched it. He moves his light along the rows, turns back to the one he was examining. Something has changed. The opaque surface begins to clear, the object becoming visible within. Kane shines his light on the floor at the base of it. He studies it.
Jesus.
What?
Viscera and mandible now visible. The interior surface spongy and irregular. Kane shines the light inside. With shocking violence, a small creature smashes outward, fixes itself to his mask. Sizzling sound. The creature melts through the mask, attaches itself to Kane's face. Kane tears at the thing with his hands, his mouth forced open. He falls backward. Interior chamber above.
Kane. Kane, can you hear me?
What's the matter?
We better haul him out.
It'll yank him right off his feet if he's not expecting it.
Try him again.
Kane! Kane! God damn it, answer me!
Dallas begins to fiddle with the winch mechanism.
The line's slack.
There's a pause.
He doesn't answer. Do you think he could have unhooked himself?
Dallas switches on the winch motor. With a whine, it begins to reel the line in. After a moment, the line tightens with a jerk. The motor slows, laboring under added weight.
It caught.
Is it hooked on something?
No, it's coming.
I can't see anything.
Dallas shines his light down into the hole, then shakes his head.
Line's still moving.
A long moment. Dallas shines his light again.
Here he comes.
The winch labors heavily.
Get ready to grab him.
Kane appears at the top of the opening, dangles limply from the wire. Dallas reaches for him, then recoils.
Look out, there's something on his face.
Lambert attempts to help.
What is it?
Kane appears to be completely unconscious. The life form is still wrapped motionless around his face.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't touch it.
They grapple with Kane's limp body, lift him from the hole. We cut to exterior, the Nostromo, sunset. Atmosphere turning the color of blood, and the sun is down. The ring of floodlights on the ship comes to life, feebly combating the darkness and continuing storm. Interior bridge, interior blister, dusk. Note we do an undercut. Jones, the cat, staring through a port opening at the storm. Ripley waiting on the bridge. Ash stares at his inactive monitors. Then suddenly...
We've got them. They're back on the screens.
How many?
3 blips. They're coming this way.
Ripley presses the transmitter.
Dallas. Dallas, can you hear me?
We hear you. We're coming back. Kane's injured. We'll need some help getting him in it. I'll go.
Ash moves from the blister. Ripley remains seated at her console. Interior engine, room cubicle. Parker and Brett listening over the intercom. Exterior landing leg, night. Dallas and Lambert dragging Kane on a travois towards travois
Yeah, travois.
towards the landing leg. Interior passageway near the airlock. Ash comes down the steps, hurries to the inner lock, presses the wall voice amp.
Ripley, I'm by the inner lock hatch.
I'm sorry, I can't do that, Dave. Oh, shoot, no, that's the wrong side. Okay.
Exterior landing leg night. Dallas and Lambert drag Kane onto the lift platform. We cut to interior passageway near the airlock. Ash is waiting. Interior bridge, exterior landing leg, night. Ripley seated alone in the bridge. Dallas and Lambert stand at the base of the landing leg, supporting Kane between them. Note, we undercut and voiceovers.
Ripley, are you there?
Right here.
We're coming up.
They move onto the lift.
What happened to Kane?
A pause.
Some kind of organism. It's attached itself to him. We've got to get him to the infirmary.
I need a clear definition.
Just open up the hatch, Ripley.
Wait a minute. If we let it in, the ship could be infected. You know the quarantine procedure. 24 hours for decontamination.
You could die in 24 hours. Open the hatch.
Listen to me. If I break quarantine, we may all die. Open the goddamn hatch. We have to get him inside. I can't. If you were in my position, you'd do the same.
Interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett listen. Interior passageway near the airlock.
Ripley, you hear me?
I read you. The answer is negative.
Ash hits the emergency switch. A red light goes on. Servo whine, followed by a solid metallic clunk.
Inner hatch open.
Interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett react. Interior bridge night. Ripley's console flashes. The inner hatch open. She can't believe what she sees. Interior passageway near airlock. Dallas and Lambert stagger into the passageway. They carry Kane's body between them. Dallas pulls off his helmet.
Stay clear.
Ash and Parker move back.
God.
Is it alive?
I don't know, but don't touch it.
Take him to the infirmary.
Right. Ash and Brett move in carefully to help with the limp burden. Interior infirmary. Kane's helmet. Hands begin to open it with a laser cutter. The helmet separates easily, the two halves split apart. The life form slowly pulsing on Kane's face. Dallas hesitates, then puts his hand on the small creature, tries to pull it free. Unsuccessful. The alien remains anchored to Kane's tissue.
Let me try.
Interior corridor outside infirmary window. Lambert, Parker, and Brett watch through the infirmary window. Ripley appears. Lambert turns and looks at her. A long moment.
You were going to leave us out there.
Maybe she should have. Who the hell knows what that is? Right. Ripley looks at Lambert. A moment.
I was trying to do my job. Let's leave it at that.
Lambert gives her a curt nod.
What happened out there? We went into the derelict. There were no signs of life. That transmission must have been going for centuries. What about the crew? Only found one of them. Looked like he'd been shot. And Kane? He volunteered to search the lower level alone. He found some kind of eggs. We told him not to touch them. Something happened in there. When we pulled him out, it was on his face.
Interior infirmary.
We better let the machine work on him.
Ash presses a switch. The machine lights up. Kane is sucked into a slot in the wall. Visible inside through the glass layer. A blinding colored light performs antisepsis. 2 video monitors pop on. Ash punches 3 buttons. An X-ray image appears. A color depiction of Kane's head and upper torso. The alien is clearly visible. A maze of complicated biology. Kane's jaws are forced open. The creature has extruded a long tube down his mouth and throat, the appendage ending at the base of the esophagus.
It's got something down his goddamn throat. That must be how it's getting oxygen to him. It doesn't make sense. It paralyzes him, puts him into a coma, then keeps him alive. We have to get it off him somehow. At the moment, the creature is keeping him alive. If we remove it, we might terminate Kane. We have to take the chance and cut off... Yeah, we have to take the chance and cut it off him. You'll take the responsibility? That's right.
Welcome in, EPOM. We're doing a dramatic table read of one of my favorite movies, and hopefully everybody here's favorite movie is The Alien. The Alien. It is not the hub. It's not Cornhub. It's not Cornhub, EPOM. Okay, continuing. Dallas presses a switch. Kane slides back out of the booth. Ash takes a surgical laser blade from the case. He manipulates the knife until he has a comfortable grip. Flicks a small button with his thumb. The blade begins to hum. Touches the scalpel to the creature. The electronic blade slides effortlessly downward. Suddenly, a urine-like fluid begins to drip from the wound.
Starting to bleed?
The liquid flows onto the bedding next to Kane's head. It starts to hiss. Smoke curls up from the stain. Next, the yellow fluid eats a hole through the bunk bed, then drips onto the deck below. Metal bubbling and sizzling, more smoke rises. Dallas frantically applies pressure to the wound. In the process, some of the fluid gets on Dallas's gloves. They begin to smoke. Dallas leaps back and pulls them off. They run into the corridor, coughing and choking from the fumes. Interior passageway outside the infirmary. Brett. Shit! It's going to eat through the decks and out the hull! They start to run for the companionway. Interior passageway, B deck. Dallas wrenches an emergency lamp from a socket, hurls himself down a companionway. The others follow.
There.
A droplet of fluid is sizzling on the ceiling bulkhead. It oozes down, drips to the deck, continues to bubble, then goes through the bulkhead.
What can we put under it?
They charge down the next companionway below. Interior maintenance corridor, C deck. Dallas moves cautiously down the passageway, followed by Ripley, Parker, and Brett. Interior maintenance area, C deck. They enter the maintenance area, look up to the ceiling bulkhead. The acid bubbles. Parker, don't get under it! The acid drips to the deck, continues to sizzle, but slower.
Looks like it's losing steam.
Dallas fishes a pen out of his pocket, probes the hole in the deck.
It stopped penetrating.
Yeah, after it penetrated 2 levels! Dallas straightens up, starts to put the pen back into his pocket, changes his mind and stands holding it by the end.
I've never seen anything like that, except molecular acid.
This thing uses it for blood.
Wonderful defense mechanism. You don't dare kill it.
They start back towards the companionway. Interior infirmary. They return, Kane still motionless on the bunk. The alien remains secured to his face, wound completely healed over. Parker. Any of the acid get on him? Dallas approaches, peers at Kane's head.
Doesn't look like it.
Is it still dripping that crap?
Healed over.
There must be some way we can get it off.
Ash looks at Dallas.
I don't think you ought to try again. Didn't work out too well last time.
Dallas gives him a look in return. Ripley presses a button. Kane slides back into the diagnostic coffin. More buttons pressed. Display lights up again, showing the different parts of Kane's body.
I better get some intravenous feeding started. So far, I can't tell what the alien has absorbed from his system.
The machine begins to process Kane's body.
What's the stain on his lungs?
The X-ray reveals a spreading dark blot in the chest cavity. At the center, the stain is completely opaque.
Whatever it is, it's blocking the X-ray.
A long moment. The stain spreads. Brett, what happens now? Ash sets aside his partially melted pen, looks at Dallas.
You go back to work.
Interior engine room cubicle. Brett at work in the cubicle. Parker supervising him. Brett, I think I got it. Give it a try. Parker rushes a button. Negative reaction on his monitor. Parker,
Nothing.
damn, I was sure that was it.
Well, it isn't. Try the next one.
Right. Adjust several toggles.
What's happening?
This goddamn woman, I'll tell her what's happening. My Johnson is happening, punches the communicator.
A lot of hard work, real work.
Interior bridge, night. Parker,
You have to try it sometime.
I've got the toughest job on this ship.
derisive laugh from Parker through the speaker.
I have to listen to your bullshit.
Interior engine room cubicle. Parker, get off my back.
I'll get off your back when 12 module is fixed.
She clicks off. Parker turns away. Parker, smart mouth broad. Interior infirmary. Ash running test on the equipment. Kane respirating on the view screens above, still deep within a coma. All instruments recording his life processes. The alien's position unchanged. Ripley approaches. It's near Ash.
Anything new?
He's holding. No changes.
What about the creature?
It's got an outer layer of protein polysaccharides. Plus, it's constantly sloughing off cells and replacing them with polarized silicon, which gives it prolonged resistance to adverse environmental conditions. That enough for you?
Plenty. What's it mean?
Interesting combination of elements making it practically invulnerable.
Is that why you let it in?
I was following a direct order, remember?
While Dallas and Kane are off the ship, I'm senior officer.
Yes, of course. I forgot.
You also forgot the Science Division's basic quarantine law.
No, that I didn't forget.
You just broke it.
What would you have done with Kane? His only chance at staying alive was to get into the infirmary.
By breaking quarantine procedure, you risk everybody's life.
Maybe I should have let him die out there. Maybe I've jeopardized the rest of us. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
This is your official position as a science officer, not exactly out of the manual.
The first position of science is the protection and betterment of human life. I take my responsibility as seriously as you do. You do your job and I'll do mine.
Ripley stands, looks at Ash. They walk off screen. Interior mess hall. Lambert playing with some string, amusing Jones. Cat's cradle. Both looking bored. Interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett at work on the final intake screen. Interior Narcissus. Dallas listening to a primitive tape, his foot tapping with the rhythm. Beep. An interruption on the communicator.
Dallas. I think you should have a look at this. Yes, I think you should have a look at Kane. Something's happened. Serious? Interesting.
Dallas exits. Interior Corridor outside the infirmary window. Ash stares through the window. Dallas joins him. Ripley appears behind. A long pause.
It's gone.
Kane's prone form. The alien is no longer on his face. Kane's still unconscious, but continues to breathe. Face covered with sucker marks.
The door is closed. It must still be in there.
We can't open the door. We don't want to let it out.
Yeah, I remember. We can't grab it. We can't kill it.
Maybe we can catch it? As long as we're careful not to damage it.
Interior infirmary. They enter cautiously. Dallas begins moving slowly around the room, picking up a stainless steel tray. Looking, Ash and Ripley do the same. Ripley bends down and peers under the bunk. Nothing. She stands, doesn't see the alien on the ledge above her. Her shoulder brushes against the creature. It drops onto her. She screams, twists. The alien drops to the floor, then lies motionless. Its skin faded to a dead-looking gray. Ripley doesn't raise her eyes from the creature. Prods the alien. No response.
I think it's dead. Looks at Ripley. You okay?
Yeah.
She carefully touches the creature with a metal probe, fishes the motionless life form onto the tray, quickly closes the lid, lifts it onto a stainless steel table, bright light trained on the alien. The creature in a supine position, Ash touches at the alien with a surgical instrument.
Look at those suckers. No wonder we couldn't get it off him.
Where's its mouth?
It's this tube-like thing up in here. Carefully extracts the ends of the organ. It's hardening? Slips the creature under a fluoroscope. It's dead. No life sign whatever.
Let's get rid of it.
This has to go back. This is our first contact with a specimen like this. All kinds of tests need to be run.
That thing bled acid. God knows what it'll do when it's dead.
I think it's safe to assume it's not a zombie. Dallas, we have to keep this specimen.
Pause.
You're the science officer. It's your decision. Then it's made. Let's seal it in a stasis tube.
Another pause.
What about Kane?
Ash turns back to the bunk, studies the life support gauges. Kane continues to breathe steadily.
Running a fever and still unconscious, the machine will bring his temperature down. His vital functions are strong. Who knows? He may make it.
Ash begins to seal the alien in a large vacuum tube.
I need some coffee.
She turns and walks away. Interior, black corridor to bridge. Ripley and Dallas.
How could you leave that kind of decision to him?
I just run the ship. Anything that has to do with science division, Ash has the final word.
How does that happen?
Same way everything else happens. Orders from the company.
Since when is that standard procedure?
Standard procedure is to do what they tell you. Besides, I only know about flying. I haul cargo for a living.
Did you ship out with Ash before?
First time. I went 5 hauls with another science man. Then 2 days before we left Thetis, they replaced him with Ash.
She looks at him.
So what? They replaced my warrant officer with you.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust anybody. What's holding up the repairs?
They're pretty much finished now.
Why didn't you say so?
There are still some things left to do.
Like what?
We're blind on B and C decks. Reserve power systems blown.
That's crap. We can take off without them.
Is that a good idea?
I want to get out of here. Let's get this turkey off the ground.
Exterior, planet, sunrise. The Nostromo's engines roaring, belching out streams of superheated air. The starship vibrates. Interior bridge sunrise. The crew at their posts.
How do we look down there?
Interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett. Parker. Okay, but remember this is a patch job. If we hit too much turbulence, the cells will blow. And that's all she said.
So take it easy.
Interior.
I hear you.
Oops. Interior bridge sunrise.
I hear you, Ripley. Take us up 100 meters and retract the landing struts.
Up 100.
Exterior planet sunrise. The Nostromo lifts off, hovers above the ground on beams of shimmering flame. The landing struts begin folding. Interior bridge day. We hear the thump as the struts retract.
Struts retracted.
Okay, Ripley, it's all yours.
Ripley pushes a lever forward. The engines begin to thunder.
Rolling up the G's. And here we go.
Exterior Nostromo day. The ship begins to surge forward, accelerating upward through the dense atmosphere. We cut to interior bridge day.
1 kilometer on ascension. Engage artificial gravity.
Lambert throws a switch. The ship lurches.
Engaged. I'm altering the vector now.
A huge tremor runs throughout the ship.
What was that?
In answer, the intercom beeps. Parker's voice.
Starboard quad's overheating. I'm shutting it down.
Just hold us together till we're beyond G1, that's all.
The pitch of the engines changes. Exterior Nostromo day. The ship moves at an acute angle, slices through the boiling clouds, the black smoke pouring from one engine. Interior engine room cubicle. Parker and Brett in a frenzy of activity. Brett. Dust is clogging the damn intakes again! Number 2's overheating!
Spin on it for 2 more minutes.
Interior bridge day. Outside the windows, clouds, clouds, clouds. Another tremor runs through the ship. The crew's eyes riveted to their instruments. Exterior Nostromo. The ship clears the top of the cloud layer, bursts out into the star-sprinkled space, trailing a wake of clouds. Interior bridge. The crew cheer, wave their arms in exultation.
We made it. Damn. We made it.
Interior engine room cubicle. Parker breaks open a can of beer. Walk in the park. When we fix something, it stays fixed. Interior bridge.
Let's pick up the money and go home. Put her in their garage.
Exterior Nostromo. Above the planet, the Nostromo rendezvous with the refinery. Interior bridge.
Set course for Earth. Then fire up the big ones and get us up to light +4.
With pleasure. Beats, get me out of here.
Exterior outer space. The Nostromo now at light speed. Perceptible movement in the surrounding universe. A corona effect emerges. Stars approaching the Nostromo appear blue. Receding stars going to red. Red shift made visible because of the craft's velocity. Commercial break? Commercial break! All right, you guys, surely...
Good Lord.
Am I the only one commercial breaking? You guys should be commercial breaking too. What the fuck?
I have no
Fine,
need for a
mine for
commercial.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How do you guys... My voice is constantly like... I don't know, this script, out of all the scripts, is drying out my voice. You guys are doing
You
good...
need to invest.
Uh-huh.
You need to invest in cough drops and
Oh.
just suck on a cough drop instead of drinking so much.
Wait, that's how they do it? That's how the voice actors do it?
Yes.
I always thought that they eat... Like, they drink a lot, but they
Get
eat
yourself some
ginger.
hard candy.
Ah,
hard candy,
so that's
there
a
you go.
trick. Oh, that's thank you,
Yes.
guys. And by the way, before I BRB, I want to say you guys are awesome. Oh my goodness, just watching your scenes together. Oh, I'm so glad that I picked you guys as opposites so you guys could do more dialogue. Woohoo, woohoo! All right, guys, do you guys? All right, I'll let you guys pick it. All right, do you guys want to entertain chat or do you want me to do the BRB?
Whatever you
You're
want.
entertain. All right, so guys, babysit chat, okay? All right, I'm gonna BRB.
All right. So, Christmas, 2 things: a bag of hard candies and a bag of like Halls with menthol. That should do him. Or maybe I could like get an IV that just does hydration directly into his bloodstream, and a catheter. That'll like solve all our problems.
Just give him like some sort of like bucket. That'll do it.
Oh, a bucket. Yeah, it'll be a nice bucket. We can have it engraved.
Let's not make it too nice. That's...
You know, we want him to use it. So if we want him to use it, let's make it let's say not an entry-level bucket, like a mid-bucket.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not gold-plated. We can go for like a nice sterling silver.
I think sterling silver easy to like clean and stuff. You don't want it to get all like tarnished.
No, that's a very good point. You're very smart.
What's something that could go in like a dishwasher? Just
stainless steel.
Absolutely stainless steel. Let's go with that.
Stainless steel bucket. We should have something engraved on it. Dear Doodoo, thanks for the memories from Arthice and Christina.
Just maybe do not drink.
Dear Doodoo, do not drink. Yeah, that works. It's short and sweet and to the point. Yeah. Like it. Hey, you know, maybe we can get a business going out of this.
I don't know if I want to be known as the guy who sells pee buckets.
You could be a silent
for the right
partner.
Price.
Exactly.
I'm back.
Exactly.
Oh,
yay!
I heard business.
We
What are you
did
guys?
great.
What are you guys pitching? What are you guys?
Oh no, we can't ruin the surprise.
Just a new
Can't ruin
merch
it.
line.
Dang it. Okay. Dang it. I was looking. I remember I grabbed. Well, I grabbed a bunch of hard candies from IRL work, and I could have sworn I threw them in my lunch bag, and I'm like, why are they all gone? Like I remember throwing them all in there.
Right.
And it was only like 2 days ago, and I thought, like, there's no way I could have eaten all of them right just now. I guess.
You must have just forgotten where you put it. That's all.
Dang it! I want to try.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
so-
All right, so we warped out of space. So, all right, so nice. You know what? That's a good. I was waiting. Thank God we had a good scene to go to the bathroom. Okay, so we warped out of space, and then now, and before we continue, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for keeping us company here in the Cringe. I hope that you guys are enjoying the stream, and thank you everybody for supporting and helping grow my officially up and running YouTube channel. So for those of you who missed the stream today, I will be uploading it as a video to my YouTubes in about a day or so, because it takes that long for the transcoding. I guess it takes literally like 8 hours to transcode like even just 1 hour of Twitch data. I guess that's what it's called. But anyways, guys, once again, big hugs, big loves, and thank you so much, guys, for helping my channel grow. And I really want to let you guys know, thank you for making it fun for me to do these kinds of streams. I really, really appreciate it, guys. Okay, guys, we'll continue. So the Nostromo warped out of space, and then we cut to interior mess. Parker, Brett, Dallas, and Ripley around the table, drinking coffee.
Okay.
Parker, the best thing to do is just to freeze him. Stop the goddamn disease. He can get a doctor to look at him when we get back home. Right.
Whenever he says anything, you say, right. You know that, Brett.
Right.
What do you think, Parker? Your staff just follows you around and says, right, like a regular parrot.
Parker turns to Brett. Yeah, shape up. What are you, some kind of parrot? Right.
Knock it off. Kane will have to go into quarantine.
Yeah, and so will we.
Lambert enters.
How about a little something to lower your spirits?
Thrill me.
According to my calculations, based on the time spent getting to and from the planet and the speed at which we're moving away from the other...
Give me the short version. How far to Earth?
10 months. Christ.
Beep.
Dallas. Come see Kane right away. Any change in his condition? It's simpler if you just come see him.
We cut to interior corridor outside the infirmary window. What they see is not what they expect. Kane is sitting up in bed, wide awake. They enter.
Kane, are you all right?
Mouth's dry. Can I have some water? Instantly, Ash brings him a plastic cup and water. Kane gulps it down in a swallow. More! Ripley quickly fills a much bigger container, hands it to Kane. He greedily consumes the entire content, then sags back, panting on the bunk.
How do you feel?
Terrible. What happened to me?
You don't remember.
Don't remember anything. I can barely remember my name. Do you hurt? All over. I feel like somebody's been beating me with a stick for about 6 years. God, I'm hungry.
What's the last thing you can remember?
I don't know.
Do you remember what happened on the planet?
Just some horrible dream about smothering. Where are we?
We're on our way home.
Getting ready to go back into the freezers. I'm starving. I want some food first. I'm pretty hungry myself.
One meal before bed.
Interior mess hall. The entire crew is seated, hungrily swallowing huge portions of artificial food. The cat eats from a dish on the table. Kane, first thing I'm going to do when we get back is eat some decent food. I've had worse than this, but I've had better too, if you know what I mean.
Christ, you're pounding down this stuff like there's no tomorrow.
A pause. I mean, I like it. No kidding. Yeah, it grows on you. It should. You know what they make this stuff out of? I know what they make it out of. So what? It's food now, you're eating it. Suddenly, Kane grimaces.
What's wrong?
Kane's voice strains.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I'm getting cramps. The others stare at him in alarm. Suddenly, he makes a loud groaning noise. Clutches the edge of the table with his hands, knuckles whitening.
Breathe deeply.
Kane screams, "Oh God! It hurts so bad! It hurts! It hurts! Ah!" What is it? What is it? What hurts? Kane's face screws into a mask of agony. He falls back into his chair. Oh my God! A red stain. Then a smear of blood blossoms on his chest. The fabric of his shirt is ripped open. A small head, the size of a man's fist, pushes out. The crew shout in panic. They leap back from the table. The cat spits and bolts away. The tiny head lunges forward, comes spurting out of Kane's chest, trailing a thick body. Splatters fluid and blood in its wake. Lands in the middle of the dishes and food. Wriggles away while the crew scatters. Then the alien being disappears from sight. Kane lies slumped in his chair, very dead. A huge hole in his chest. The dishes are scattered, food covered with blood.
No, 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 no!
What was that? What the Christ was that? It was growing in him the whole time and he didn't even know it.
It used him as an incubator.
That means we've got another one.
Yeah, and it's loose on the ship.
Slowly they gather around Kane's gutted corpse. They all look at one another, then at Kane, dead on the table. Interior corridor, A deck. It's empty. Parker and Brett descend companionway. They join Ash, Lambert, Ripley, and Dallas.
Any signs?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Didn't see a goddamn thing! I didn't see anything.
We can't go into hypersleep with that thing running loose. We'd be sitting ducks in the freezers. We have to kill it. They can't kill it. If we do, it will spill its body acids right through the hull.
Another.
We have to catch it and eject it from the ship.
Our supplies are based on us spending a limited amount of time out of suspended animation. Strictly limited.
First, we have to find it.
No. First, we've got something else to do.
He looks at Kane's body seen through the mess doorway. Interior airlock. Kane's body is wrapped in a makeshift shroud. Interior bridge. The crew looking at Kane on view screens. Silent. Depressed.
Inner hatch sealed.
Ripley nods.
Anyone want to say anything?
Nothing to say. He nods at Ripley. She presses a button. Exterior Nostromo. The outer hatch opens, and Kane's body shoots out into eternity, dwarfed by the giant ship. The hatch closes. Interior mess hall. Empty, completely cleaned up. Parker, Brett, and Ripley enter from one side. Dallas, Lambert, and Ash from the other.
Any sign on your side?
Nothing. It must have gone below somehow.
They sit.
We're gonna have to catch it and eject it from the ship. Sounds great, but how? Room by room, corridor by corridor.
That could take forever.
Our supplies are based on us spending a limited amount of time out of hypersleep. Strictly limited.
We can't go into the freezers with that thing running loose. Remember what the other one did to Kane's helmet. We'd be sitting ducks. We've got to kill it first. We can't kill it. If we do, the body acids will eat right through the hull.
I say we put on our pressure suits and blow all the air out of the ship. That might kill it.
What a swell idea.
What's wrong with it?
I hate to point this out, but it might be better off without oxygen. It lived that way long enough.
There's another problem. There's no visual communication on B and C decks. All the screens are out. And what do we do when we find it?
Trap it somehow.
If we had a really strong piece of net, we could bag it. I could put something together. A long metal rod with a battery in it. Only take a few hours.
Why do we listen to this meathead?
Dallas turns it over.
He might be right for once.
Exterior, outer space. The Nostromo continues through the vortex. We cut to interior Narcissus. Dallas seated in the shuttlecraft, staring at the myriad lights of outer space. Ripley climbs beside him.
I thought I'd find you here.
Dallas continues to stare.
Are the nets finished?
A pause.
We've got an hour. Look, I need some relief.
Why did you wait until now?
Ripley leans forward.
Let me tell you something. You keep staring out there long enough, they'll be peeling you off the wall.
Ripley begins taking off her boots.
We're the new pioneers, Ripley. We even get to have our own special diseases.
I'm tired of talking.
She rises and removes her upper garments.
You waited too long.
Give it a try anyway.
Clothing removed. His arms move around her. What? This must be like the DVD uncut version. I don't remember this scene. What?
I'm very glad they cut that.
Oh my goodness, we're getting to actually see the period before. I guess this is the actual, like, what do you guys call it? The uncut edition. Whoa, what a treat, everybody. What a treat. I'm enjoying this scene. Like, what the flip? Okay. Clothing removed, his arms move around. Okay, interior bridge. The crew has assembled. Brett unfolds several yards of asbestos netting, hands out 5 thin rods, each of them like metal broom handles. Brett, I put portable generators in each of these. They're insulated down here. Just be goddamn careful not to get your hand on the end. He touches the tip to a metal object. A blue spark leaps. Brett, it won't damage the little bastard unless its skin is a lot thinner than ours. It'll just give it a little incentive.
Now if we could only find it.
Ash picks up a portable unit.
Taking care of that. Tracking device. You can set it to search for a moving object. It hasn't much range, but when you get within a certain distance, it starts beeping.
Ripley takes the tracker from Ash's hand.
What's a key on?
Micro changes in air density. Keep it pointed ahead of you. We'll break into 2 teams. Whoever finds it first catches it in the net and ejects it from the nearest airlock. For starters, let's make sure the bridge is safe.
Parker turns on his unit, scans it around.
We seem to be okay, if this damn thing works.
Ash and myself will go with Lambert. Brett and Parker will make up the second team. Ripley, you command it.
They start doling out the equipment.
Channels are open on all decks. We'll be in constant touch.
Interior passageway, B level. Lambert and Dallas carry the net. Ash walks directly behind them, carrying the tracking device. He continually scans from side to side. Lambert stops by a stairwell.
Anything down there?
Interior, another passageway, B level. Parker and Brett move silently along, Ripley ahead of them with the tracker by the stairwell.
Nothing.
They move on. A small light flashes.
Hold it. I've got something.
Parker and Brett grow tense, start looking around. Where's it coming from? Ripley peers closely at the tracker.
Machine's screwed up. I can't tell. Needles spinning all over the dial.
Goddamn malfunction! Ripley turns the tracker on its side. The needle stabilizes.
No, just confused. It's coming from below us.
They all look down at their feet. Interior maintenance, C level. Ripley, Parker, and Brett come down ladder into an endless, oily corridor. They stop at the foot of the companionway. They move down corridor into darkness.
Okay.
Looks at her tracker. Nods down the passageway.
Back this way.
They begin to walk in that direction, entering drab section of ship, surrounded by deep shadows. Footsteps clanging on the metal deck.
I thought you fixed 12 module.
We did!
Circuits must have burnt out.
They switch on lights, move around 2 turns.
Wait.
They stop quickly, almost stumbling.
It's within 5 meters.
Parker and Brett heft the net. Ripley has the prod in one hand, tracker in the other. Moves with great care. Almost in a half crouch, ready to leap back. The prod extended, Ripley constantly glances at her tracker. The device leads her up to a small hatch in the bulkhead. Perspiration rivers down her face. She sets aside the tracker, raises the prod, grasps the hatch handle, and then yanks it open, jams the electric prod inside. A nerve-shattering squall. Then a small creature comes flying out of the locker, eyes glaring, claws flashing. Instinctively, they throw the net over it. Very annoyed, they open the net and release the captive, which happens to be the cat. Hissing and spitting, it scampers away.
God damn it. Hold it.
We should have killed it. Now we might pick it up on the tracker again.
Go get it. We'll go on.
Right.
Ripley and Parker move down the passageway. Brett follows the direction taken by the cat. Moves across passageway into equipment maintenance area. Interior, equipment maintenance area, C level. Brett walking between rows of shadowed equipment looking for the cat, nervous. Jones! Here, kitty! Jones! God damn it, Jones! Scratching noises. A reassuring cat yowl. Brett moves on. Interior passageway, C level. Ripley and Parker walk along, tracker signal weakens. finally stops.
Nothing here.
Let's go back! Interior undercarriage room, sea level. Brett enters, still looking for Jones. Another yowl followed by a hiss. 2 eyes shining in the dark. Jones. Relieved, Brett moves toward the cat. Here, kitty, come on, Jones. Come on, Jones. Brett reaches for Jones. Jones hisses. An arm reaches for Brett. The alien, now 7 feet tall, hanging from the undercarriage strut in reverse position, grabs Brett and swings up into darkness. Brett screams to no avail. In the doorway, Ripley and Parker, they witness the horror. Interior mess hall. The remaining crew assembled, long faces. Dallas sits with a layout in front of him. Parker stands anxiously by the doorway. Parker, whatever it was big! Swung down on him like a giant fucking bat! Dallas looks up.
You're absolutely sure it dragged Brett into a vent?
It disappeared into one of the cooling ducts.
No question, it's using their shafts to move around!
Like Jones.
Brett could still be alive. Not a chance. It snapped him up like a rag doll. What does it want him for?
An incubator, perhaps?
Or food.
A shiver.
Either way, it's 2 down and 5 to go.
I say we blast the rotten bastard with a laser and take our chances.
No way. If it's as big as you say, it's holding enough acid to burn a hole in this ship as big as this room. Shooting it is not going to help us. It's self-regenerating. You saw that when we operated on it.
Dallas runs his fingers over the diagram.
The shaft could work for us. That duct comes out as the main at the main airlock. There's only one big opening on the way, but we can cover that. Then we drive it into the airlock and blast it into space.
Drive it? I'm telling you, the son of a bitch is huge!
Science department should be able to help.
Well, it seems to have adapted to an oxygen-rich atmosphere, and it's certainly adapted well for its nutritional requirements. The only thing we don't know about it's temperature.
All right, what about the temperature? What happens if we change it?
We could try it. Most animals retreat from fire. Parker, how long to hook up 3 or 4 incinerating units?
Give me 20 minutes!
Only one thing left. Who gets to crawl in the vent with it?
A pause.
Parker, you always wanted a full share.
Cut it out. Parker, Lambert, you cover the maintenance level exit. Ripley, you and Ash take the airlock.
There's no doubt as to who's going inside the vent. Exterior, outer space, the Nostromo at light +4. Commercial break! Dang it, commercial. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. Commercial is getting intense. It's getting intense.
This is some kind of record.
I can't. It's the gamer subs. It's the gamer subs plus the intensity. Plus your acting. You guys. I'm so like enthralled, and you guys got me like on the seat of my edge.
It's so good. You have to pee a lot.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'll
Can you imagine going to the theaters to see Avengers Endgame with him?
No. To share a secret thing. Whenever I go to IRL movies, I don't eat breakfast or lunch the time I'm gonna go, and I don't drink anything because I already know my weakness. Yeah, I already know my weakness. All right, guys.
All right, go.
Do you want me to BRB or do you guys want to entertain chat?
Whatever.
Okay. All right, guys.
Whatever you want.
All right, guys. Babysit chat. I'll BRB.
So, one of my birthdays, I decided to have a marathon of all 3 Lord of the Rings extended editions.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm trying to remember who was there, because we did have, we had like meal breaks. But I think I would have smacked the crap out of him if he was constantly going to the bathroom during it. So maybe he wasn't there. Or maybe he's morphed into like a 95-year-old man now.
That's entirely possible.
Stranger things have happened.
I feel like with Lord of the Rings, it's like I bet he's seen it before. It could be like, yeah, we're not going to pause it. Just go to the bathroom.
You know what happens? They're walking. I remember that's how I knew how good the first film was, because when I first saw it in theaters, by the time they got to Lothlorien, I had to pee so freaking badly, and I didn't go. I was like, God damn it, nope. And like, so that to me, that showed how good that movie was, because I was like, I'm not leaving, I don't care.
Oh.
All right, guys, we are back.
There you go.
All right, All right, before we continue, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for keeping us company here in the Cringe. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And personally, I want to do a big hugs and loves and thank you to Artes and Christina for joining me on this really incredibly fun collab. I really thank you guys. Thank you for doing this with me, guys. I hope you're having fun. All right, guys. All right, so the Nostromo is blasting off in space. Okay. Interior airlock, the vestibule. Ripley stands in vestibule, looks through the bulkhead door to airlock. She throws a switch, watches the airshaft entrance into airlock open. The trap is ready. Interior equipment maintenance area. Parker and Lambert get set. Interior air shaft. Completely dark. Dallas turns on his helmet light, then flips the switch on his throat mic.
Do you receive me? Ripley, Parker, Lambert.
Interior equipment maintenance area. The hum of vast cooling plants. Large air shafts run off in different directions. Parker and Lambert stand ready by a duct. Lambert hits the wall amp button.
We're in position. I'll try and pick you up on the tracker.
Parker hefts his flamethrower.
Parker, it tries to come out by you. Make sure you drive it back in. I'll push it forward.
Right! Interior airlock vestibule. Near the airlock, Ripley pops open the hatch. The airlock now open and ready. She moves to the air duct opening.
Airlock open.
Ready.
Ready.
Interior air shaft. Dallas begins to crawl forward. The tunnel is narrow, only a foot or two wider than his shoulders.
I'm underway.
Turns a corner. Several more tight turns. Instinctively, Dallas pulls back, raises the flamethrower, fires a blast around the corner into the darkness. It roars loudly in the confined tube. Smoke drifts back into his face. Interior equipment maintenance area. A large rectangular duct in one wall. Parker, that's where it's got to come out if it leaves the main shaft. He throws a switch. A metal pane rises and seals off the opening.
Let's keep it open. I'd like to know if anything's coming.
Reluctantly, Parker again throws the switch and raises the metal pane. Interior airlock vestibule. Ripley waiting. Interior air shaft. Dallas still crawling on hands and knees. Ahead, the shaft takes an abrupt downward turn. He moves toward the corner, fires another blast from the flamethrower, then starts crawling down, head first. Interior equipment maintenance area. Lambert sees something on the tracker.
Beginning to get a reading on you.
Interior air shaft. The shaft makes yet another turn, puts Dallas into an almost immobilized position. Interior air shaft. Dallas against the wall of the shaft, clutching his flamethrower, whispers into his throat mic.
Ripley.
Interior
Reach you clear.
Interior airlock vestibule.
Reach you clear.
Interior air shaft.
I don't think this shaft goes much farther. It's getting hot in here.
He readies the flamethrower. Interior equipment maintenance area. Parker readies his weapon. Interior air shaft. Double-tiered passageway. The air shaft tributary opens into a larger two-tier air tunnel. Dallas crawls out and stands. Moves to a catwalk floor. Looks about. Moves forward. Reaches a repair junction. Then sits. His feet dangle beneath the catwalk floor to the next level.
Lambert, what kind of reading are you getting?
Interior equipment maintenance area. Lambert huddled over her tracker, puzzled.
I'm not sure. There seems to be some kind of double signal.
Interior air shaft, double-tiered passageway. Dallas sitting. His feet still dangling in the dark beneath the catwalk.
It may be interference. I'll push on ahead.
Dallas begins to rise. From below, a gentle movement towards the hanging feet. A hand reaches up, misses his leg as Dallas moves ahead. Further on.
Lambert, am I coming in any clearer?
It's clear, all right, but I'm still getting two signals. I'm not sure which is which.
Dallas stops, turns around, looks back down through the catwalk, lowers the nose of the flamethrower, his finger on the trigger. From behind him, the hand reaches up. The alien is the front signal. Interior airlock vestibule. Ripley bends forward, hears the sound of the struggle, and Dallas's scream. She cries out.
Dallas! Dallas!
Interior equipment maintenance area. Lambert and Parker, hearing it all.
Oh my god.
Then silence. Interior mess hall. Dallas's flamethrower is on the table surface. Parker. We just found it laying there. No sign of him. No blood. Nothing. Ripley, Ash, and Lambert standing by the table. Lambert obviously still shaken. Ripley, this puts you in command. It's okay with him? She nods.
Unless someone's got a better idea about dealing with the alien, we'll proceed with Dallas's plan. And wind up the same way. No thanks.
You've got a better idea?
Yes, abandon ship. Take the shuttlecraft and get the hell out of here. Take our chances on getting picked up later.
The unsaid alternative.
You are forgetting something. Dallas and Brett may not be dead. It's a ghastly probability, perhaps, but not a certainty.
Ash is right. We've got to give it another try. We know it's using the air shafts. Let's take it level by level. This time we'll laser seal every bulkhead and vent behind us until we corner it.
I'll go along with that. Lambert doesn't answer.
How are our weapons?
They're working fine. We could use more fuel for that one. Indicating Dallas's flamethrower.
Then you'd better get it. Ash, you go with him.
Parker looks at Ash. I can manage. He leaves. Ripley turns to Ash.
Any other thoughts? From you or Mother?
Nothing new. Still collating.
I can't believe that.
I'm sorry, Captain. What would you like me to do?
Go back to Mother and keep asking questions until you get some better answers.
All right. I'll try.
He leaves. Interior, maintenance area, C deck. Parker selects 2 full methane cylinders. He tests them out, then moves out. Interior mess hall. Ripley sits beside Lambert.
Try to hang on. You know Dallas would have done the same for us.
All I know is you're asking us to stay and get picked off one by one.
I promise you, if it looks like it won't work, I'll bail us out of here.
Interior passageway, B level. Parker returning with methane cylinder, turns a corner, comes to an abrupt halt. A movement in front of him beyond the airlock. He hesitates. Then another shadowy movement. Interior bridge. Ripley and Lambert. Parker's voice on voice amp, muffled. Ripley hits a toggle.
Ripley.
Interior passageway, B level. Parker covers the wall communication with his hand. Keep it down! Up the corridor, the movement stops. Interior bridge.
Can't hear you. Repeat.
Interior passageway, B level. Parker is whispering. The alien! It's outside the main airlock door. Open the door slowly. When I say, close it fast and blow the outer door. Interior blister. Ash listens. Interior passageway, B level. Parker still whispering. Open it slowly. Interior bridge. Ripley hesitates, starts to reply, throws the switch. Interior airlock, B deck. Low servo whine. The door opens. Slowly. Green light throbbing inside the airlock. The creature looks curiously at it. Moves onto the threshold. Interior passageway, B level. Parker is watching. Interior airlock. The creature moves further into the airlock, fascinated by the green light. Interior passageway, B level. An urgent whisper into the voice amp. Now! 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 Interior bridge, as Ripley moves to throw the switch. Interior airlock. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, a klaxon wails. The creature leaps back across the threshold of the airlock, bewildered, screams as the inner hatch closes on an appendage. Acid boiling out. The appendage crushed. The acid bubbles. Metal boils in the door. Interior passageway, B level. Parker watches, frozen. The alien wrenches itself free, comes flying outward, smashes Parker down, and flees. On the wall, a green light goes on. Inner hatch closed. Interior airlock. The metal still boiling, the outer hatch begins to open. Interior bridge.
Parker.
Pushes a switch. Pushes it again.
What's happening, Parker?
In front of her, a green light blinks. Inner hatch closed.
Inner hatch sealed. The outer hatch is open. What about Parker? I don't know. Take over.
Ripley bolts out of the bridge. Exterior, Nostromo. The airlock is open. Interior, passage near airlock, B level. Parker is unconscious. Interior airlock. The inner hatch is still closed. The metal boils. The hole growing deeper. Interior passageway, A deck. Ripley runs toward the airlock corridor. Interior airlock. The metal boiling in the door. Interior passageways, B deck. Ripley slams to a momentary halt against the bulkhead, regains her balance, and starts running. Interior passage near the airlock, B level. Parker, now half conscious. Ripley arrives as the hole in the door blows open. Escaping air shrieks. Flashing sign comes on. Critical depressurization. Emergency klaxon. Simultaneously, vestibule doors close either end, sealing in Ripley and Parker. The door nearest to Parker half closed on one of the methane cylinders, leaving a large gap. Windstorm begins as hole in the airlock grows. Ripley reaches for other cylinder, begins smashing the jammed cylinder out of the door. Blood froths at their noses and ears. Cylinder finally is driven out. The door slams closed. Interior bridge. Lambert watches. Emergency light reading. Hull breached. Emergency bulkheads closed.
Ash gets the oxygen. Meet me at the airlock.
Rushes out down the corridor. Interior passageway near the airlock, B level. Ripley staggers toward an emergency panel at the far end of the corridor. Pinging sound. Misty atmosphere. Tries to activate the door. Cannot. Lambert appears, other side of the bulkhead. Activates the door from outside. Rush of oxygen. Exterior Nostromo. Plume of vapor freezes in the vacuum. Interior passageway near the airlock, B level. Repressurization sounds. Parker regains consciousness, struggles to breathe. Ripley unable to move, breath coming in shallow pants. Lambert with an oxygen tank. Ash follows. Oxygen administered to Ripley and Parker, finally.
You all right?
We didn't get it. The warning went off and it jumped back in the ship.
Who hit the warning?
You tell me.
What does that mean?
I guess the alarm went off by itself.
If you've got something to say, say it. I'm sick of these coy accusations.
Nobody's accusing you.
Like hell.
Sullen silence.
Go patch him up.
Ash and Parker leave. Ripley turns to Lambert.
How much oxygen have we lost? I want an exact reading.
Why were you accusing him?
Because I think he's lying. And if I can get into his tape records, I'll prove it.
It could have been an accident.
You think I'm wrong.
I don't know. Wrong or crazy?
Thanks.
Interior computer annex. Ripley hurriedly taps out the 5-digit code. Rams thumb against the identiprint. The inner door opens. Databanks come to life. She sits at the console, thinks for a moment, then punches up a code. Nothing happens. Punches another combination. Nothing happens. Frustration. Another combination. One screen comes to life. Another combination. She moves to the second keyboard. Screen 1 spells out the question. Question. Who turned on airlock 2 warning system? Response. Ash. Another code. Question. Is Ash protecting the alien? Response. Yes. New code. Question. Why? Response. Special Order 937, Science Eyes Only. She starts a new code. A hand slams down next to Ripley's arm. It sinks elbow deep into the computer. She whips around in her chair. Faces Ash. He smiles.
Command seems a bit much for you. But then leadership is always difficult under these circumstances.
Ripley slowly backs up out of the chair, keeps it between them, plays for time.
The problem's not leadership, Ash. It's loyalty.
She circles toward the door. Ash still smiles and moves forward slightly.
I think we've all been doing our best. Lambert's getting a little pessimistic, but we've always known she's on the emotional side.
All charm.
I'm not worried about Lambert right now. I'm worried about you.
She starts to turn. He steps toward her.
All that paranoia coming up again.
With that, he reaches out. Ripley bolts by him into the corridor. Ash chases her through the bridge and into the mess. 3 bulkhead doors slam down behind them. Ash catches her. Parker and Lambert burst into the mess. Lambert falls on Ash's back. Ash turns to Lambert, tosses her across the room, returns to Ripley, again choking her. Parker lifts the tracker, steps behind Ash and swings the tracker. Wallop! Tears his head off. Wires ascending from Ash's trunk, where his head used to be. Ash's hands release Ripley. They search above his neck for his missing head. He walks backward, all eyes on Ash's headless body. He walks the room, still feeling for his missing head. Parker. A robot! A goddamned android! Ash turns on him, starts to advance. Parker hits him again with the tracker. Again! No avail. Ash begins choking Parker. Ripley picks up one of the prod sticks, closes on Ash's back, and tears away the fabric. Lambert pulls at Ash's leg. Ripley tearing at the controls buried in the cavity once covered by his head. Parker's eyes bulge in pain. Ash, headless, choking. Ripley finds the wires, stabs the prod home. Ash's grip lessens. Another stab. Electrical flash. The grip lessens. Another stab. Flash of circuits. The headless body collapses. Parker trying to regain his breath. Damn you! Picks the headless body. Lambert looks at Ripley.
Tell me what the hell's going on?
A pause.
There's only one way to find out.
What's that?
Wire his head back up. Ash has been protecting the alien from the beginning. He let it on board. He let it grow inside Kane. He blew the airlock warning. Why? The corporation must have picked up the transmission. We happened to be the next ship going by. They put Ash on board to check it out and make sure we followed something Mother calls Special Order 937.
Great! You got it all figured out. Now tell me why we put this son of a bitch together!
We have to find out what else they're holding back.
Ash's head is on the table. His eyes flicker into consciousness.
Ash, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
What was Special Order 937?
That's against regulations. You know I can't tell you.
Then there's no point in talking. Parker, pull the plug.
Parker reaches for the wires. Ash quickly reacts.
My orders, in essence, directed me to reroute the ship to the source of the signal. There we were to investigate a life form, almost certainly hostile, and bring it back for observation, using discretion, of course.
Why? Why didn't you warn us?
Because you might not have gone in. The shares notwithstanding.
You and that damn company. What about our lives, man?
Expendable, I'm afraid. It wasn't personal, just the luck of the draw.
Cold comfort.
The transmission was a warning.
Yes, and frighteningly specific. Derelict spacecraft landed on the planet. Like Kane, they encountered one of the alien spores. Before they all died, they managed to set up the warning.
How do we kill it?
I don't think that you can. But I still might be able to help you. I'm not exactly at my best at the moment. If you would reconnect.
Nice try, Ash, but no way.
You idiots. You still don't realize what you're dealing with. The alien is a perfect organism. Superbly structured, cunning, quintessentially violent. With your limited capabilities, you have no choice against it. Or no chance against it.
My God, you admire it.
How can you not admire the simple symmetry it presents? An intergalactic parasite. From time immemorial. Capable of laying dormant for infinite periods. Its sole purpose to destroy other species merely to recreate itself. For life and anti-life.
I've heard enough of this shit.
We built you. You're supposed to be part of our survival equipment.
You gave me intelligence. With intellect comes the inevitability of choice. I've had the rare honor of witnessing one of those moments when a major evolutionary step is taken. Two highly successful species in immediate competition for resources and survival. I am loyal only to discovering the truth. A scientific truth demands beauty, harmony, and above all, simplicity. The problem between you and the alien will produce a simple and elegant solution. Only one of you will survive.
I say we pull the plug.
I agree.
Ripley starts to undo the wires. Ash smiles.
A last word. Legacy, if you will.
Ripley pauses, most of the wires undone. Ash's voice is slowing.
Maybe it's intelligent. Maybe you should try to communicate with it.
Did you?
Please, let my grave hold some secrets.
Ripley pulls the plug.
Goodbye, Ash.
Interior, dark corridor to bridge. Ripley in the computer annex. Lambert and Parker enter.
He's right about one thing. We've got less than 12 hours oxygen left.
It's all over, Gloom.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I think I prefer a painless, peaceful death to any of the alternatives on offer. We're not there yet.
Lambert holds up a small card of Spansules, suicide pills.
We're not, huh? I think we should blow up the ship. I'll stick with chemicals if you don't mind. We leave in the shuttle and then blow up the ship.
Interior corridor B deck. Ripley, Parker, and Lambert walk rapidly down the corridor.
We're gonna get the hell off the ship and blow it up.
And take our chances in the shuttle.
Right. We'll need coolant for the life support. You round up all you can carry. I'll start preparing the shuttle.
They move out. Commercial break? Sorry, dang it! It's getting too intense. What can I say? Oh my goodness! Oh, it's filtering through my kidneys. It's filtering through my kidneys. Okay, guys, you know what? Babysit chat. I'll BRB.
Okay, he's gonna make like a fascinating medical study for some lucky graduate somewhere with a great fellowship. Like, this isn't human.
How many? Yeah, is this the fourth time?
At least. And I am so glad that they cut that sex scene. That was terrible.
Yeah.
It was like the whole point of Alien was that we had a female hero who was not screwing somebody. And that like just ruined it. So I'm glad that they cut that.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, before we continue, oh my goodness, your performances, guys, you guys are amazeballs. What the flip? Oh my goodness, Arthais, Christina, you guys are just amazeballs. There were times when I'm so like immersed that I'm forcing. Normally it's easy to keep track of the pages, right? But I'm listening, and I guess it's kind of funny. I'm looking at the script, right? So I know where my placement is, but somehow my mind is immersed, listening, and I'm picturing like the situation in my brain's eyes of your performances. And then when it's like a long quiet, I'm like, huh? And then I realize, oh shoot, it's my line. And then that's a testament, for you guys are amazing, guys. Thank you for this. Okay. So
right.
We are in we moved out. Okay. All right, we got the coolant for life support, and we'll start to prepare for the shuttle. Okay. Interior, Narcissus. And for those of you who don't know, Narcissus is the name of the shuttle. Ripley enters the Narcissus, cautious at first, then hurries to throw switches, twists her hair back as she works feverishly, stops as she hears Jones meowing over the intercom.
Jones.
Ripley runs out of the Narcissus, leaving doors open. Interior bridge. Jones lying on Dallas's console. Ripley comes in and smiles.
Jones, you're in luck.
As she reaches for him, Jones jumps off the console, moves away.
Come on, Jones.
She moves after the cat. We hear Parker and Lambert over the communicator from the garage.
How much do you think we'll need?
Ripley still in pursuit of the cat. We cut to interior garage. Parker and Lambert loading coolant cylinders. Parker, all you can carry! Ripley's voice over communicator from the bridge.
God damn it, Jones, come here.
Interior bridge. Ripley furious but still speaking gently.
Here, kitty. Come here, kitty.
Jones moves away. Interior food locker, B deck. Arms full, Parker moves out of the locker. Lambert is still making her selection. A faint light on the tracker. Unnoticed. Interior bridge. Ripley finally corners Jones. Finds his box. Tries to put him in it. Jones resists. Ultimately futile. Interior food locker, corridor, outside. Parker attempts to pick up the flamethrower, can't manage it and the food. Drops some of the packages. God damn! In the locker, Lambert gathers food.
What's the matter?
Nothing, just hurry up. The tracker flashes faster. Now it's noticed. Parker picks up the flamethrower. Let's get out of here!
Right now.
The alien appears out of the air shaft ventilator. Lambert turns, screams. Unfolding, the alien grabs for her. Interior bridge. Ripley freezes as she hears Lambert scream. Interior corridor outside the food locker. Parker looks back into the locker, unable to use the flamethrower without hitting Lambert. He hesitates for a moment, then strides into the locker, wielding the flamethrower like a club. God damn you! Interior food locker. The alien drops Lambert. Parker lands a blow with the flamethrower. No effect. The alien strikes him once, killing him instantly. He now moves to Lambert. Interior bridge. Ripley listening on the communicator. Lambert's dying shrieks. Then the voice amp goes dead. Silence.
Parker! Lambert!
She waits for a response, but her expression shows that she expects none. A long moment. Expectation fulfilled, nightmare without end. Interior, B-level, companionway. Ripley descends cautiously, holding the flamethrower. Jones left above, squalling. Interior corridor, B-deck. Ripley moving warily, carrying flamethrower. Nears the entrance to the food locker. Looks in. Sees carnage. Interior maintenance corridor, C-level. Ripley running toward the engine room, out of breath. Exhausted, she stops, gulping in air. Suddenly ahead of her, the sound of human weeping. She moves quietly ahead until the source of the sound is directly under her feet. She is standing on a round metal plate. Ripley starts to remove the disc. Interior undercarriage maintenance room number 4. The round opening illuminates a dark ladderway. Still carrying flamethrower, Ripley starts downwards. Pitch black. Ripley arrives at deck level. Shines her light. Its arc reveals the alien's lair. Bones, shreds of flesh, pieces of clothing, shoes, bizarre extrusions on the wall. Something moves in the darkness. Ripley spins, turns her light toward the movement. Hanging from the ceiling is a huge cocoon, woven from fine white silk-like material. Flamethrower ready. Ripley approaches, sees that the cocoon is semi-transparent. The body of Dallas. Inside. Unexpectedly, his eyes open. They focus on Ripley. His voice is a whisper.
Kill me.
Did it do?
Dallas moves his head slightly. Ripley turns her light. Another cocoon dangles from the ceiling, but of a different texture. Smaller and darker, with a harder shell, almost exactly like the ovoids in the derelict ship.
That was Brett.
We'll get you out of here. We'll get you up the autodock.
A long moment. It's hopeless.
What can I do?
Kill me.
Ripley stares at him. Raises the flamethrower. Sprays a molten blast. Another blast. The entire compartment bursts into flames. Ripley turns and scrambles back up the ladderway. Interior, oily corridor, sea level. Ripley emerges from below, gasps for breath, regains control of herself. Exterior, outer space. At light speed, the Nostromo and refinery appear to hang motionless, star clusters rolling past in the infinite distance. Interior, engine room cubicle. Ripley enters the power center, stares at the massive Light Plus engines, approaches the main control board and begins closing the switches, one by one. A long moment. Sirens begin to honk. Mother speaks. Do you want to do Mother's voice, Arthais?
Sure.
Okay.
Attention. The cooling units for the Light Plus engines are not functioning. Engines will overload in 4 minutes, 50 seconds.
Interior, oily corridor, sea level. Ripley running toward B-deck companionway. Interior, B-level corridor. Ripley starts toward Narcissus, and then remembers Jones. Interior, A to B levels companionway. Jones is howling in his box. Ripley reaches up and grabs him. Interior, B level corridor leading to the airlock. Ripley carrying Jones, holding flamethrower. Jones hisses. The fur rises. Ripley stops and stares down the corridor toward Narcissus. The alien can be heard thrashing about the shuttlecraft. Ripley turns and bolts toward the engine room, leaving Jones on B-level companionway. Interior, companionway into oily corridor, E-level. Ripley bounds down the companionway, her footsteps clanging metallically throughout the ship. A final sprint towards the engine room.
Attention. Engines will overload in 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
Interior engine room cubicle. The door crashes open. Ripley comes in, pounding in, the chamber filled with smoke. Engines whining dangerously. Ripley breaks out in perspiration from the intense heat. She runs to the controls, begins throwing the cooling unit switches back into place. The sirens continue sounding.
Attention. Engines will overload in 3 minutes.
Ripley pushes a button and speaks into it.
Mother, I've turned on all the cooling units.
Too late for remedial action. The core has begun to melt. Engines will overload in 2 minutes, 35 seconds.
A moment. Then Ripley turns and runs from the engine room. Interior, oily corridor, companionway. Ripley runs back down the corridor, up the companionway, exhausted, stumbling.
Attention. Engines will overload in 2 minutes.
Interior, B-level, companionway. She reaches the companionway and picks up Jones. Interior, B-level, corridor leading to Narcissus. Ripley staggers towards the airlock. The Narcissus berth beyond. She drags Jones and raises the flamethrower. Turns to see if the creature is behind her. Then advances down the passageway, goaded on by the computer.
Attention. Engines will explode in 90 seconds.
She makes it to the vestibule, looks into the shuttle. Interior, Narcissus. Ripley scans the narrow deck. Empty. Interior, vestibule. She turns and dashes back, grabs the cat box, runs back toward the shuttle.
Attention. The engines will explode in 60 seconds.
Interior, Narcissus. Ripley enters on the run, hurls the cat box toward the front, dives into the control chair, hits the launch button. Exterior, Nostromo, outer space. The retainer clips drop away, a blast of ramjets. The shuttle is launched from the mothership. Interior, Narcissus. Ripley frantically straps herself in, G-forces from the shuttle's acceleration pulling against her. Exterior space. The Narcissus continues to power away from the mothership, the larger bulk of the Nostromo quietly receding. All is strangely serene. Interior, Narcissus. Ripley finishes strapping herself in, reaches and grabs the cat box, the cat yowling within. Ripley hugs the box to her chest, punches her head down over the container. Exterior space. The Nostromo drifts farther away from the shuttlecraft, finally becoming a small point of light. Then it blows up, transforms into expanding orange fireball, pieces of metal flying in all directions, and then the refinery explodes. 200 million bagillion tons of gas floating silently into the cosmos. Interior Narcissus. The shockwave hits the shuttlecraft, jolting and rattling everything within. Then all is quiet. Ripley unhooks herself from her straps, rises and goes to the back of the escape craft, stares out through the porthole, face bathed in the orange light. Exterior space. Pieces of debris float past. The boiling fireball fades into nothingness. The Nostromo has ceased to exist. Interior Narcissus. Ripley watching the final destiny of her ship and crewmates. A very long moment. Then behind her, the lethal hand emerges from deep shadows. The alien has been in the shuttlecraft all along. The cat yowls. Ripley whirls, finds herself facing the creature. Ripley's first thought is for the flamethrower. It lies on the deck next to the alien. Next, she glances around for a place to hide. Her eye falls on a small locker containing a pressure suit. The door standing open. She begins to edge toward the compartment. The creature stands and comes for her. Ripley dives for the open door, hurls herself inside, then slams it shut. Interior locker. A clear glass panel in the door. The alien puts its head up to the window, peers in at Ripley. Their faces only 2 inches apart. The alien looking at Ripley almost in curiosity. The moaning of the cat distracts it. Interior Narcissus. The alien moves to the pressurized cat box, bends down and peers inside. The cat yowls louder as his container is lifted. Interior locker. Ripley knocks on the glass, trying to distract the creature from the cat. The alien's face is instantly back at the window, getting no more interference from her. The creature returns to the cat box. Ripley looks around, sees the pressure suit, quickly begins to put it on. Interior Narcissus. The alien picks up the cat box, shakes it. The cat moans. Interior locker. Ripley is halfway into the pressure suit. Interior Narcissus. The creature throws the cat box down, very hard, picks it up again, hammers it against the wall, then jams it into a crevice. Begins to pound the container into the opening. The cat now beyond all hysteria. Interior locker. Ripley pulls on the helmet, latches it into place, turns the oxygen valve. With a hiss, the suit fills itself. A rack on the wall contains a long metal rod. Ripley peels off the rubber tip, revealing a sharp steel point. Interior spacesuit locker. Ripley inhales, then kicks the door open. Interior Narcissus. The creature rises, faces the locker, catches the steel shaft through its midriff. The alien clutches at the spear. Yellow acid begins to flow from the wound. Before the fluid can touch the floor, Ripley reaches back and pulls the switch, blows the rear hatch. The atmosphere in the shuttle immediately sucked into space. The bleeding creature along with it. Ripley grabs a strut to keep from being pulled out. The alien shoots past her, grabs Ripley's ankle with an appendage. Exterior Narcissus, outer space. Ripley now hanging halfway out of the shuttlecraft, the alien clinging to her leg. She kicks at it with her free foot. The creature holds fast. Interior Narcissus. Ripley looks for any salvation. Grabs the hatch lever, yanks it. The hatch slams shut, closing Ripley safely inside. Exterior Narcissus, outer space. The alien still outside the shuttlecraft, within the vacuum of space. The tip of its appendage mashed into the closed hatch. Interior Narcissus. The acid starts to form along the base of the hatch, eats away at the metal. Ripley stumbles forward to the controls. Ripley stumbles forward to the controls, pushes the ramjet lever. Exterior Narcissus, outer space. The creature struggling. Jet exhausts located at the rear of the craft. The engines belch flame for a few seconds, then shuts off. Incinerated, the alien tumbles slowly away into space. This is a revised section. Interior Narcissus. Ripley hurries to the rear hatch and peers out through the glass. Exterior outer space. The burned mass of the alien drifts slowly away, writhing, smoking, tumbling into the distance. Pieces dropping off. The shape bloats, then bursts. Spray of particles in all directions. Then smoldering fragments dwindle into infinity. Interior Narcissus. Later. Now repressurized, Ripley is seated in the control chair, calm and composed, almost cheerful, cat purring in her lap. She dictates into a recorder.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew, Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and the captain, Dallas, are dead. The cargo and the ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network should pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
She switches off. Interior Narcissus. Ripley in hypersleep. Exterior outer space. The shuttlecraft Narcissus sails into the distance. We fade out. Da na 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 da na 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 da na 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 na. This has been a doo-doo dramaturgical production performed along with Christina and Arthais. Woohoo! The end! Oh my goodness, that was amazing!
So singing Lucky Star was not in the script.
Wait, Lucky Star? I thought that was the end.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, that's right.
He sings it. That wasn't in the script. That must have been added later, or she just improv'd it.
Right. And then the scene with the cocoon, they didn't have that in the show. Like I was watching when you guys were doing the scene and Dallas was was cocooned. So there was no lair scene, right? I don't remember seeing is it on the DVD, like the uncut? Like, you know how like they have additional...
I don't remember a lair scene at all.
Yeah, I don't remember a lair scene. That's interesting.
I remember a scene very much like that in the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a scene like that from the first film.
Right. And then the small hint of a relationship between Dallas and Ripley, you know, that little moment. They didn't have that.
Hated. No, they did not. That was the smartest idea they had was to cut that. That was awful.
Right, so it's kind of interesting to see. So wait a minute. I'm scrolling to the beginning of the script, and it says here this is a revised final on June 1978. And then it says in handwritten, another revision was done through October 4 of the same year of 1978. I'm guessing there's probably another revision maybe toward the final, when they started filming it probably.
Or it was fixed in
editing.
It was
just cut. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just cut.
Wow.
That could be what it was. Yeah.
This was really cool because I was expecting the movie thing, but as things were unfolding, you know, and you guys were reading it, and I think you started reading the scene with the relationship. I was like, whoa! It's like we're watching a whole new cut of the movie, right? It's like this was really interestingly fun.
That's a terrible cut. That I'm so glad that they made the decision to get rid of that.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
All
okay.
right, so
let's all take a breath.
They might have had it be like this scene where she kills Dallas there with the pods and stuff, the cocoons.
Yeah.
That might have supposed to have been like, hey, look, they have some sort of relationship, and then and now to kill them, and it makes it more challenging or something. And it's like, yeah, just cut both of those.
Cut both of those and be done with it. It's like she's obviously very good at her job. She obviously cares about the crew members and was going to do anything to protect them. She's obviously by the book. So yeah, that script's better without those two scenes in it. Definitely.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Listen, I
interesting.
have got to go. I've been here
Okay.
for 3 hours.
Thank you,
so.
Christina, for collabing with us. Thank you for reading with us.
This was a lot of fun.
It was.
Thanks for having me.
We'll
It
plan
was good doing this with you, Arthice.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
That was fun.
oh, thank you, Christina. You have a wonderful rest of the afternoon, okay?
You too.
Lovers!
Bye.
Bye! Oh my goodness. Arthice, I just want to say thank you also. Will you be doing some streamings too, Arthice?
I'm not sure. I have another collab in like less than 2 hours, and I have to go run 1 or 2 errands. So
Okay,
I can
okay,
run out too.
okay. All right, I'll let you go too. I just want to say thank you so much, Arthice, for doing this with me. This is always like cheek hardening smiles for me. I don't I hope that you guys I hope that you guys both had fun too. And boy, you're acting, holy smoke. Like, I'm glad that we chose like a movie script one, and the long scenes with you and with your character Dallas and Ripley was just like really I can't wait to when I turn this into a video for the YouTube so I could watch it again. So because I always watch it, it's just fun it's like I get immersed in it all over again, even though it's kind of strange. Even though we performed in it, like in my mind, I could watch it again and it'll be as if I had never seen it before. It's like, what? The wonderment, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you for collabing with me. I know that Nyaoi likes to think of it as a hangout, but this was officially planned, so it's technically collab, right? I mean, it's okay to call it a collab than a collaborative hangout.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
All right, guys. You have a wonderful rest of the day. Okay.
Okay, you too.
All right, you take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, oh my goodness. That was so much fun, guys. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank, big. You have no idea, guys. Like planning with a lot of, with everybody's like IRL happenings and with IRL stuffs, family stuffs, friend stuffs, and work stuffs like that. It's very challenging to have collabs or even hangouts and stuff like that. So when the time comes and we could all come together, especially when it's like a project and stuff like that, and it comes together, it's like, I don't know, I haven't stopped smiling since we started the stream because I couldn't even sleep last night, guys. I was very anticipatory. Is that right? I was very anticipating for the time that we were going to do the read. So, oh my goodness, this was so much fun, and I hope that you guys had fun too. All right, guys, we're going to be winding the stream down, and let's get into the goober, okay, everybody? Let's get into the goober. Very simple, huh? Very simple. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for keeping us company here in the Cringe. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream, but more importantly, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. Would watch a manhwa recap? What's manhwa? You want to watch the movie, the actual Alien movie, the Alien? It is different, guys. The script, I was expecting the script was gonna be like the movie, but it had several, like 1, 2, I would say it has 3 scenes that were not in the actual movie. Oh, manga reading. Oh, okay. I'll look at the manga reading. That would be interesting. Okay. Manga reading sounds good. I'll have to look at a script. I'll have to look. It's very difficult to find scripts where hopefully we don't get in trouble for, but surely the Alien script is not the actual movie script, so technically I thought that it would be fun to do the reads, but I'll definitely keep that in mind, because I'm always looking for new ideas for doing the streaming rainbow, the doo-doo dramaturgy. I don't know what to call this segment of stream. I like to call it streaming rainbow because it's like reading rainbow but streaming rainbow. And then I like to maybe call it hanging out in the dog booth. Arthice pitched an idea called Goobers in a Uber. And then I remember, wasn't there other ideas? There was other ideas where something like Doo-Doo Dramaturgy, right? Like the Doo-Doo's Dramaturgy production or something like that. So I have, you know, I guess one day we'll come up with something a lot more simpler, smoother, and much more funnier and stuff like that. But right now, I like to just call it Streaming Rainbow. Streaming Rainbow. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for keeping us company here in the Cringe. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful end of your weekend. And I'm going to go grab me something to eat. Probably, I'm going to have to do some chores. And then we're going to come back for a secret short stream. A secret short stream. Wild Assault. I don't have Wild Assault. I got Mecha Break. I got Mecha Break because I'm a big fan of the Gundams and stuff like that, like the Robotechs, the Gundams, Battletechs. So I've been hearing a lot of wonderful things about Mecha Break. Mecha Break, I think, just dropped 2 days ago, and a lot of my favorite VTubers are playing the game and stuff. The new character. Is it because of the... I know that there's a lot of, like, let's just say fan service, so I'm curious about that. But I'll definitely look into the Wild Assault. I'll see in that. Alright, guys. My throat hurts. I'm gonna go grab me something to eat. I have to do some errands. Probably do some laundry and stuff. Maybe. What's the skunk service? The skunk service. Alright, you guys. Thank you for popping in, EPOM. And thank you, Arthice, for the wonderful, wonderful reading collab. And thank you, Christina, for the wonderful, wonderful reading collab. Big hugs, big loves to both of you. Ooh, and then we got a follow when we were off stream. So I want to thank AC Kyle for the belly rub when we were off stream. Thank you so much for helping support my channel, AC Kyle. Welcome to the puppers. Welcome to the puppers. All right, and I want to say thank you to those of you that are helping support my official YouTube channel. You know, I have a YouTube channel that's officially up and running, and I will be uploading this stream to the YouTubes in about a day or two, because it takes like 8 hours for the transcoding and stuff like that. It's crazy long how it gets transferred to the YouTubes and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Take good care of yourself and take good care of each other. No, I don't think I'm gonna do the kick, because I was thinking, I have ideas that I want to stream on my Instagram. Did you know that you could stream on Instagram? It's gonna be like a tiny screen, like a tiny little screen. So I'm looking into streaming on the Instagram. To be honest, I don't think anybody has ever streamed on Instagram. They do what's called IRL vlogs. So the image is the size of your phone, right? I've researched people. It's not considered streaming. They do what's called a live call on Instagram. So your video is the same shape of your cell phone. So other people are watching that same shape, and you can't really read the chat, right? I think you could only like spam emotes as a response and stuff like that. But my idea was I could format my stream to look like a letterbox, so it looks like a tiny little TV, and you could still see chat. Like you could still type into the chat. So that was one of my ideas that I wanted to try out, because I don't think anyone has ever done it, and I think that could be a game changer. We could start a new meta, but I'm still thinking about it, right? Because I don't know how that would be like. I have to read the rules for Twitch if I'm allowed to like stream on other platforms. I think I could stream on other platforms, but they have to be dual streams. So I have to dual stream on Twitch first in tandem with like YouTube. So, but the thing is, I can't do dual streams because there's a fee that you have to pay in order to do that. And right now I don't have much of a budget. Should I buy the Wild Assault Skunk Pack? You guys keep telling me, like, I don't know about the Wild Assault. I mean, there is the Star Wars. Have you checked out the Star Wars Battlefront? Right? Shouldn't that quell your need for like the first person shooters? I think the Skunk Pack would be hilarious. And just make sure it's not too expensive. And if it is, make sure you're not going over budget. Okay, EPOM? Just make sure you're not going over budget. Alright, guys? Okay. Alright, deep breath. Deep breath. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck hurt. My neck. I gotta like stretch. Boy. Alright, guys. Gonna wind the stream down. Take good care of yourself, everybody. Take good care of each other. And I hope to see you guys next time. So long. Farewell. It's time to say goodbye. 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 Good. Bye. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, everybody, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right, get the pack, EPOM, get the pack, okay? All right, guys, take good care, okay? I'm hungry, and then maybe we might have a secret short stream later in the evening. Okay, guys, okay? Lovers.